Hey everybody, it's Wild, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We only have 4 bosses left. 4 champion bosses, and they're in the Cove and the Weald. We have the Siren and the crew, and we've got the Hag and the Cannon Boys. I don't remember what they call that thing. The Hammer? The Cannon Hammer Boys? I don't know, something like that. So, we've got 4... That's my least favorite boss. I've already said that. But we've got 4 bosses left. And then guess what? Darkest Dungeons. And then we beat the base game. Crazy, right? Now, it's not going to be for a bit because we still have 4 bosses, right? Still going to be tricky. We're still going to have to manage our characters. Characters could die, especially the Hag, my least favorite boss in the game, for sure. Yeah. Is there anything we need to do before we start? I feel like I did everything yesterday. We still have an open slot here. I didn't get rid of, I didn't get rid of Stress Eater on Bonnell because I feel like although it's annoying, it's kind of iconic since she's had it since we first got her as like a character, you know? I mean, that is bad, but, like, I just don't think we're bringing Pontel into any quest. We could let her go, but it just feels weird. Like, I don't dislike Pontel, I just don't like how the class is set up, you know? And it's not the class, it's one of my like, top 2 or 3 negative criticisms of this game, right? And it was my least favorite thing when I first started playing, which was the reward structure in the game, like how gold is handled. Honestly, how the heirlooms are handled too. Had a few people say that they've had mods to allow infinite stacking when you're out on missions, and I think that's fair. Each one still takes up 1 inventory space, so assuming you find one of each, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 inventory spaces. That's a lot. That's like a ton. So to allow them to infinitely stack, and same with gold, I feel like isn't broken or anything. It still have to carry it all back, but I could do with gold just not being in the game, and I think it would still be fun. Some players might disagree though. They might be like, no, the game wouldn't be fun without some of that stuff. All right, yeah, we kind of are good on trades. Wow. Oh, that's pretty bad. That one could get us in trouble. Leather straps. We don't have a good town event here. It's just for the ruins. The only thing that could really make things better, especially for the Weald, is if we had a town event that was extra damage in the Weald. That would be so good for us. But unfortunately... Oh, the Gentle Tide. Isn't the Gentle Tide the one that makes the Cove easier? Welcome home, such as it is, the squalid hamlet. And I know they're mine now. I'm bound to them. Well, yeah, true. Is it weird that after all this time, I don't really love the town? Am I supposed to? I put up with it. Oh, I should check the wagon. Blue always tells me, check the wagon, and I always do. And, okay, that's actually good. If we didn't have a few feather crystals already, like, yeah, we have 3 feather crystals. That's probably the best thing we've seen in here, right? But Blue's always, and I upgraded it too. And it sucks. Every time. I sold our damage stone way back. Somebody was like, hey, you should You should keep the damage stone. Is like, I don't know. We have so many good items. Guys, I didn't even notice. We got lucky. We got lucky. The Gentle Tide event is here. That's what we wanted because we want to go do the Siren next. Who could love it? It's a management nightmare. Not to speak to the supposed heroes arriving like eyes on rotted. Ew. What? That's just that. Thanks for the disturbing imagery. Like, jeez. Not wrong though. Not wrong though. Red Slaps has been putting the comics in for each of the characters. I think, what was his rule? Every time I used Crusader to lead a run, and since we had like 3 or 4 over our our like playthrough, we've had multiple comics be done, and like some of them, like the Bounty Hunter is just like badass, right? He's just like complete badassery, and then you've got other ones that are just like awful. The Highwayman's was so awful and sad, and it's like, what? Yeah, I think we've done a pretty good job to adapt to the settings. Yo, Blue, welcome back. What I missed in the last 75% of yesterday's stream? A lot of stuff. We only have 4 more bosses left in the champion difficulty. We have the Siren, the crew, and then the Hag, the witch. It's just how it ended up, but look what we got. There's a quest here for Gentle Tide. Also, at the end of last stream, I did something very different, kind of what I'm doing right now, but I, like, just talked for, like, 15 minutes. I thought I was only going to have, like, 5 minutes. Technically, my folks did start eating without me, but I only had a little bit, and we just kind of talked about gaming and stuff like that. It was so fun. And I'm planning on doing, like, a double feature, at least 1, maybe 2 days next week. I am very, very busy next week, though. So it'll probably be, like... Tuesday's gonna be weird because I have a haircut at 4. So maybe I would stream till like 3 or so, and then I would get off, go to my haircut, have dinner, and then come back and stream. So yeah, it's gonna be a little strange, but you'll have me for longer. Highwayman, you mean? Highwayman does have massive damage rotation with Duelist Advanced Point Blank Shot. He does, yes. I'm gonna bounce early so it fits. You mean on Tuesday? Tuesday's where my haircut is, Red Slaps. Today we're going to normal time. But yeah, so next week, okay. Yeah, I should fill you guys in. I have to do this in the Discord too. On Monday, that day I have to it has to be like a really short stream, probably. I can probably go till maybe like 3, but I have family stuff going on for church. Technically it's extended family, but it doesn't matter. And then Thursday, Friday, I have family coming over, so it'll have to be Tuesday and Wednesday that I do like my special streams, but Tuesday I also have a haircut at 4, so I think that'll be the day we do like the double feature where it's like I'll try to get on maybe like 1, so maybe like 1 to 2, maybe like 1 to 2:30 or something like that. Maybe I can go, I probably shouldn't go that long, probably like 1 to 2, and then I'd have my haircut, have dinner, and then have a second stream essentially. You don't like the Bounty Hunter? What? What's your favorite hero? The Barbarian position 1? Yeah, well, Hellion, yeah. Hellion's my favorite position 1 too. Okay, let me bring up my notes, because we have a team that I want to go in. Derville, Duval, Valence, Vernon for the Siren, right? The beguiling Siren. So, we can't bring those 4 on this quest to the Cove for Gentle Tide. So those 4 are out of the rotation, but anyone else is game to come. Do you have anything? Oh, you have Eldritch Hater. We should probably save you for a darkest dungeon, like for sure, right? Durville, Valence, Duval. Those are all coming. Gaze could come. Oh, he's got COVID Adventure. Isn't that nice? Less stress. Isn't that nice, guys? Let's bring Gaze. He's got we're not gonna go into the Cove very much more. I mean, why not, right? It has everything I want. It's as consistent as it gets. You know, that, I mean, I'd had this conversation just yesterday, but I think you're actually right. It's very, very consistent, because Crusader has a little bit of stress relief. The only thing you're really missing with that is stress relief, right? Like, but you get a little bit of that with the Crusader. But the Hellion can attack positions 1, 2, 4, double stun position 1 and 2, buff themselves and remove negative statuses, shift back into position if they get knocked out of position. What more do you want from, like, a good frontliner? Like, do you want more? Are you greedy? Like, you'd have to be greedy to want more than that. So it's, like, awesome. And then kind of the same thing with Plague Doc. They're good in, like, any situation, right? They're good for blighting the front. They're good for blighting the back. They're good for bleeding when they can't blight. They can stun the back line. They can stun the back line more and clear corpses, and clear statuses and heal a little bit, getting people's off death's door. And they can buff 1 unit from any position if they get, like, really far out of position. It's just great. It's just like you can't get it. What more do you want? But then there are some characters that are a little more uneven. Like the Arbalist is very strong. Arbalist is very, 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 very strong. But at the same time, at the same time, for how strong it is, like, it has weaknesses, right? It's not great close up. It's better on mark. If you can't get the mark up, its damage isn't as impressive. It's kind of one-dimensional in a way. But when she's on point, oh my gosh, the damage is nuts. So if you can get her to work with a team, monster. Speaking of monster, I think we bring Vernon here. Vernon isn't supposed to come with us, right? Oh, it is. Vernon, Valence, Duval, and in Durville, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. We have our other bomb. We could bring Dudley along. Because I'm thinking, like, Dudley, Manelli. Could bring Harriet. Is Harriet good here? Warrens. Let's see. Let's check my occultists and see what we got for occultist. The occultist can be very strong as well. But since I got 2 0 HP crit heals, he did fall. Oh, fall out of my good grace somehow. We've had a few of those, but I almost always plan for them being bad heals every now and then, right? You can't rely on them 100%, but you can rely on them enough. Hey, Belle's Cove Adventure! I think we're bringing Belle along. Wow, we've got multiple Cove Adventures, guys. Look, Cove Explorer, Scouting Chance in Cove, Cove Adventure, Less Stress in Cove. You're just coming along because we can do light stuff. And then Cove Adventure again, nice. Not bad. But yeah, I think Occultist is the most well-rounded character. I don't think he's the best, but it's the most well-rounded. Basically killed my man-at-arms. I just pumped like 30k in to get rid of all his quirks. Aw. Yeah, we haven't had that yet, personally. I think it's always good to have other characters that can, like, throw up even, like, an emergency heal to keep off of death's door. But also, I feel it's really easy with occultists to get maybe a little bit complacent with lower HP because you know they can heal so high. right? You know that the heals can be so monstrous that you're like, I won't heal until I get to half HP. And I generally try not to do that. Sometimes it's unavoidable because there's like one-shots from a massive crit or something, but I think healing early is really important, and the last missions we've done, because this bleeds 3 for 3 rounds, so the last few missions we've been on, we've gone with that crystal thing, the cleansing crystal, so it gives us less chance to bleed, including on our heal skill. So we've been running with this, and we hardly ever get the bleed. It's happened once or twice. But almost 0% chance it feels like for that bleed. So hitting zeros is still possible, of course, but and someday it maybe will lead to a kill. But I think the only way it leads to a kill for me is if I get crit first. Crits are one of the only forms of true difficulty in this game where we are right now, I'd say. To where like like obviously like extreme danger, right? You're never safe from crits. Right, so we're going for accuracy as always. 8 accuracy, 3 crit, more stress, and then probably the ring. So my classic setup for Leper, it's so much accuracy. You get that plus 18 accuracy mod. Helps out a little bit with, you know, chop and that stuff. Not having the highest base. A little bit more stress, but it hasn't really, like, affected us too much. I think we probably do go in with these skills. We could also take off Intimidate potentially and put on Hue. We do have Hue upgraded to 5. The advantage of that is if we go into Beast Mode with Dudley, we can Rake. But I'm planning on having Dudley use more of his Beast Bile this round. Man at Arms is like 13 HP. When you tried heal first time, 0 crit. Plus bleed, yikes. And then the next round, 0 HP, yeah. Yeah, and that's one of those things where, like, if there's anyone else on your team that can even throw up a heal, like, even if you had just what is the banner called? The battle heal. Even Inspiring Cry could be nice, right? It probably wouldn't have saved him if he only had 13 HP when you tried to go for the heal, though. Unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes there's, like, not much you can do. And, I mean, Man at Arms is a lot of HP, too. So if he's just being harassed that long, or that much, like, the units are either hitting really hard, or, like, you had problems getting his health up to begin with. Like, it's through stuns, or maybe one of your other squishies was really low and they needed to be healed first. And then you had to just leave him for a bit. So we've had instances like that. I don't really understand how aggro works in this game. Focus damage is sometimes ridiculous. Yeah, I think it was Dudley, actually. We were in the Cove. Or was it the Ruins? It was the Ruins or the Cove, and spiders appeared. I think only spiders appear in Ruins and Weald. So it must have been the Ruins. And he got hit for 30 damage on a spider. He only has like 46 HP. But he got hit for 30 damage crit from a spider 3 rounds in a row. So he took 90 damage. And it's like, 90 damage on a character? That's crazy! But it's like, to me, that's not like the crazy part. The crazy part, it was all on one character. There's 4 guys I have. So not only did it attack 1 out of the 4 guys that was lowest HP, which, like, is strategic from, like, a human perspective, right? If you're, like, playing PvP, you're like, I'm gonna attack that guy again and again and again until he dies. Like, that's, like, a human, like, strategy, right? But the game attacked the 1 out of my 4 guy 3 times and got 3 crits in a row, all hitting for, like, 30 damage per round. And it's like, how does the AI do this? Like, sometimes the AI is really stupid, and it's just like, I'll attack one of your full health characters, who cares? And then other times it's like, yeah, we're just gonna focus in on this guy until he's dead. And I don't really understand, like, how it works yet. You know, we've put quite a bit of time into this game, but I'm still not sure on how focused damage works. It's kind of strange. Skill, Stun and Blight. We take Stun and Blight. I could bring the Padlock, but Because usually I use Dudley for transformation spam, but we don't have Jester with us, so... There's no aggro at all, it's pure RNG. Really? Complete RNG? You mean that one time the spiders attacked 3 times in a row and crit 3 times in a row, they also rolled the 1 in 4 chance of targeting my character? Somebody run the math on that. I think I could have won the lottery that day. I should have bought a lottery ticket. Like I'm so unlucky. I mean, actually, okay, to be crit 3 times in a row, that's so unlucky that, like, that's like you go to buy a lottery ticket and the store gets robbed while you're there and you get, like, shot in the leg. Like, I probably shouldn't have bought a lottery ticket that day because that was, like, the most unlucky thing that could have ever happened to a person, right? It's almost impossible, it's so unlucky. That's why it only happened once in all your time playing? Well, usually I kill the spiders faster than that. I think that was kind of unlucky too, because we were pretty fast. Like, Abomination's pretty fast. And I, like, blighted him. I blighted, like, the middle 2. There was 4, I think. We blighted the middle 2 turn 1. And then I was gonna blight him again the second turn, but we took so much damage from crits, I used, like, Absolution or something like that. And I kind of threw. But usually you can kill, like, 1 or 2 of the spiders in round 1. Because they're really low HP. Even, like, a stun could just blow them up, right? Okay, so we're taking the Locket for stun and blight, because we're mostly focusing on that. And then maybe accuracy? Does hurt dodge. You have 28 dodge. That's pretty good. I wouldn't want to hurt that too much. We have the blight chance. What else do we want? We could go more dodge. No, you definitely want the cloak. If you ask me, the RNG doesn't really like jesters. Every time I try to group one, you just got mercilessly bashed into the ground. Really? I think you're just unlucky. Maybe you're like a hex for ooh. Ooh, we could take 20% damage. I think we have to take this. But yeah, maybe you're just like a jinx for jesters. We've lost one. We lost Papon. But he was with us for so long. It was a champion level shambler. And I made a lot of mistakes. Like, I made so many mistakes. It wasn't even like the game's fault. It was mine. Like, I will own up to that. Some of it wasn't my fault. Like, some of it was lack of information I had. And then other stuff was me playing poorly. I even went back and watched that VOD, by the way, guys. And when, I don't know if it was Dudley or Vernon, I think it was Dudley, when he went back into human form because his stress hit max, I tried to switch him, not with Vestal, I tried to switch him with our Jester, who was in position 2. The game said that he would lose control of his bowels if he tried to move. And so it wouldn't let me, and I was like, oh shoot, I guess I'll just move with my Vestal. And that was like the throw play. Remember, because Vestal couldn't use Judgment in that position, and Judgment would have potentially led to a kill. So, like, in that moment, we basically, like, threw. That's the crazy thing. And I tried to not switch with her initially, and then the game didn't let me, and then I was like, okay, if I can't switch with you, I'll switch with you. I didn't do that, like, double take in my head. Like, it was still my fault, but also, like, the fact that my Jester said he would lose control of his bowels if I moved him was also, like, pretty unexpected. We could bring the Flesh's Heart. Gives us quite a bit of HP. That gives us 2 pretty meaty frontliners. And then Manelli has the extra accuracy. We don't have the candle with us, though. Oh, we're not going for direct damage, so I guess Manelli is. This doesn't give us more AC, and I think having more dodge could be better. We sometimes go stealth, though. And your dodge is already 48. It's probably okay to shift this out for damage, right? Distracted by flavor lines? It wasn't flavor lines. It was the red text. You know what I mean? Is like because he was afflicted at the time. Papon was. You'd have to go back and rewatch the VOD. But yeah, it appeared like as red text, and when I clicked on him, it like wouldn't work. I couldn't switch with him. The game wouldn't let me. The flesh is hard. That sounds so wrong in many levels. Wait, did I say that? Oh no, did I say? I didn't mean to say it like that. Did I say like the flesh's heart goes so hard or something? I don't know. I probably sometimes I say things and I'm not even like thinking how bad they sound, and they sound awful sometimes. Like, jeez. And then we bring the map. You guys think we bring the map? I think so. Yeah, you almost need both of these on Leper, I feel, unfortunately. This is the only one that's, like, iffy, right? I do like having that more HP, but he can also, like, self-heal, and we have Vestal. You know, this could be good, though, too, because there's a lot of enemies that bleed here, right? There's a lot of enemies that bleed here, and having one of our frontliners being able to resist bleed is actually probably really good. You can't, but once again, you have the ability to self-heal, and you can use this at the beginning of fights where I think you're going to be bled, and you can just tank. So, it's probably a good idea. The only thing that I'm still a little bit unsure of is Intimidate. You could de-stealth the little fishies in the back, though. I think this is the play. I think this is the group. So this will give us Gentle Tide and this Dumb Candle. And then we can do the Beguiling Siren for our next run. Let's make sure all of our skills are set. 5. 5, 5, 5. Camping skills. Yeah, these should be the good ones. I think it's better to have Encourage, generally, than have, like, the other ones. Encourage seems pretty good. Maybe we get some new camping skills. This late into the game, yes. I know, it's so late into the game, but... the Quickening. Plus 4 speed is pretty good. People need to encourage him, but he could do it the other way around, too. You should definitely have that. You've already got some okay de-stressors. Better if they're religious, though, but you've also got just so many other good moves you can do while camping. This one is interesting. It's a lot of de-stress on yourself, but everyone else gets a little bit more. But, I don't know, I feel like Leper, because you have your own move that can de-stress you, isn't really necessary. I might get the... either get the Quickening or I can get Encourage. We already have 2 people that have Encourage, so maybe we get the Quickening. We can change these out before we actually go into the battle. Okay. And gear's ready, right? We're all upgraded. Alright, we're all upgraded. We all have level 5 skills. It's becoming a little easier now that we've gone this far into the game, and we don't have to worry about... Whoops, sorry, I wanted to relook at that. Level 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 4? It's a lot of minus dodge to a target. But you'd have to hit. Its accuracy mod's pretty good, though. Since we're gonna mostly be beast filing this one, I don't think it matters. But for, like, Darkest Dungeons, I think we should make sure we have, everything at level 5, just in case. Alright, torches. That's probably too many, but... we're bringing 4 medicinal herbs just in... I'll bring 5. No, 4 should be enough, because it's for Coral, right? We could have Coral. We don't really have many negative quirks. We could burn off Witness. Why not? Right? That's fine. We don't want to do it on you. And yeah, we could do it on you, like, get rid of these. It's not really that big of a deal, right? But it could be nice to burn those off. Especially, like, maybe one of the darkest dungeons, you have to fight the boss in the dark, and then this becomes much worse, right? And same with this one. More damage, less damage if Torch is below, and less speed if Torch is below. And maybe one of the darkest dungeons is like a monster, and it's like, the lights are out, and you're like, oh no! So, you know, who knows? So maybe those get purged off. Probably not a bad idea, right? Bring a second shovel. Do we need 3? Do we need 3 on a champion quest? Maybe. We need lots of bandages. Everything bleeds here. There's a little blight. There's a little blight, but not much here. Not that I can think of. It's mostly bleed. Take 3 keys. We do have extra scouting chance. We're bringing the Ancestors map. Holy water would probably be a waste. I think this is what we go in with. We have 3 of the pineal gland, so should be good. Should be good. We just have 3 to take care of. We need to find where they are.
Flopping fish-like things abhor the warding sigils. Let us claim this place anew.
Right, first map check. Scouting activated. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh, wow. This is like one we had yesterday where it splits off both directions. I'm gonna go this way first. There is a... This is the weirdest, like, hallway structure I've ever seen. What the heck? Very odd. Curio and then battle. Whoa, and just like that. Whoa. Insane scout. Curio. No quest locations. Curio. Quest location. Okay, so we at least have to go this way, at least for one, right? I would have assumed so, but okay, we gotta get rid of the shockers. The shockers are bad. What's their resistance to blight? Only 50. They have 20 HP. We can stun HP. I don't suppose it'll die. Dodge. They're not very high dodge. Oh, they got 21. I guess it's better than I thought. Then we'll double blight these. Since these guys have protection, it's pretty good to blight them. And with all the blight on this one, it's dead at the end of the round. 9 blight because of the double from Manelli as well, right? So at least that gets rid of one of them. We'll chip that guy. B for a stun. Yeah. Sometimes those put diseases on you too, which is really annoying. Now that this guy is in position 3, we can basically do the same thing with Beast Bile, but we can also... Actually, we can go for a stun this turn and whack the guys up front. It'd probably be good to start healing. Nice. Nice. Chop. Does this get a kill? Oh man, it won't die without this. Everyone's taking their move. This is a better choice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
One less enemy attacking is always good, right? Because you never know. You never know. Just to get rid of one enemy is so important. This should lead to a kill. Yeah, we could attack up front too. Okay, we missed.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Hit for 3 on high protection.
The ground quakes.
Critical hit for 1. That was kind of... And she's like, you will suffer as I have, you snail. It's like, chill out. This hit position 1? Cool. Could be nice to get off one more heal. I don't know if it'll happen. Cool. Cool. Excellent. He might get a kill here. If not, it'll die at the start of the round.
Another one falls.
Crit for 10. That'll do it. Before sunrise. I don't know why I always says stuff
These
like that.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We got some crests. We are collecting some crests and some of the other stuff. Is there a trap? Oh, is this an anti-venom one? I think it is. I didn't bring any anti-venom. Either that or holy water, I don't remember. Or smaller stack over on the left because it uses the left-hand side first. Pretty long hallway for the cove, honestly. Barnacle-crusted chest. We only have 3 shovels. We have to come back this way anyway, so maybe we should ignore it. Okay, this is the first trap. 70, 70, 110. Ancient traps lie in wait. Sprung and thirsty. And we just disarmed them. They can't thirst for blood if we disarm them. Did the game think about that? Oh, hey, it's one of these things. Wait, don't we want to touch this thing? Don't y'all want me to touch this? I think so, right? Maybe we could get rid of diurnal or night blindness? You don't know if I've ever seen a hallway do that before? I know! This is so awkward, like, and the only way to get to this room was to go over like this. It's so weird. Oh, isn't this stress relief? I think this is stress relief. We all have full... We're all 0 stress. We're fine. Okay, I say that and then Dudley got 2. Yeah, this is such an awkward hallway, like, setup. What is this? Oh, this is the quest, right? Yeah. I was like, what the heck is this thing? Oh. I was like, why is everyone stopping? They got hungry. It gives positive or negative quirks. Oh. Well, we can interact with it on our way back. Whoa, what is this guy? I don't remember this guy. Squiffy Ghast? Guys, I don't remember what the Squiffy Ghast is. It uses Maddening Shanty, which has a debuff and stress as its only known skill. Unholy. Dodge of 32. Well, we can't really worry about that because I can't attack them. But we can Beast Bile here on both of these guys. So I can stack Blight here, or I could start going for Blight in the back. We can't, nothing else can hit that guy, though. So we really can't do anything until we get rid of some of these middling units. So let's go with the dart here, I guess, the poison dart. It did resist the debuff. No, it didn't. So what did it resist? It says it resisted something. I don't know, but we didn't get the blight on it. We only got the blight resistance. No, we got the blight. I don't know what it resisted. I don't know. Because all this is blight for 4 points for 4 rounds, and then debuff target for blight resistance. Oh, Beast Bile also has blight resistance debuff. Okay, it resisted Manelli's. Okay, that's what happened. I am stunning. I'd like to stun in the one in the back, but I can't stun position 4. I can't stun this guy because he's stealthed, even though that one's very dangerous. So maybe this guy. And then next turn, if that guy guards it, I'll stun him instead.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
And I can Intimidate to drop that one out of stun. And to give us accuracy boost, which is always nice. Alright, Stress Wave on Gaze for 14. Wait, he moved backwards? Wait. Okay, what was the debuff? Oh my gosh, what an insane move. What kind of skill is that? Plus 15 stress until camp? What kind of cockamamie is that? What do you mean until camp? Okay, this kills the one in the back.
Eradicated.
Nice. Beast Bile both of those and then go for a stun
Slowly,
here.
gently. This is how a life is taken.
We can get some raw damage first. Hell yeah. 24. Does that stack? Oh, okay, good. What a weird skill. It's like it's like this guy has no interest in making, like, in lore, I guess he's just like a you know, crustacean, like, skelly dude, right? Like playing music to creep you out. But it is kind of weird that it's like this debuff isn't that big of a deal in this fight, but it like could be in the dungeon run. It's like playing the long game. Very strange. This moves me forward to... It's a lot of damage. I can't Shadow Fade without it, though. It can be cleansed with herbs. We do have a lot of herbs. We do have a lot of herbs. Good call on that, though. I did kind of forget about that. I'm gonna be real. I think we poison darts into this guy again. And then I go for the stun with Dudley. We're taking 3 for 3.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
The tide rises and the tide falls. Party heal. Everyone gets healed. You get a heal. You get a heal. That guy gets a stun. I'm gonna change my base party position. I think that'd be a good idea. Just for some extra damage. Oh, okay. We could randomly get the stun too. I didn't really need to get that stun, but you know. Like, if it makes you feel better.
A momentary abatement. onslaught.
Clean.
Destroy them.
Jute
all.
tapestry. We're not even in it for the gold right now, really. We can take some of this other stuff. Okay, so I can use the herbs here. Probably better than having extra stress for the rest of the thing until we camp, right? I don't even know where we're camping yet. Got another scout. It's only up to here, though. But yeah, I don't really need more gold. I could take the deeds. I don't really have anything I'd really rather throw out. I guess the onyx. Do it. So we'll come back. I guess we toss this 500 gold. Like, gold is nice, but we got the jute tapestry. I guess the emerald. It'd be better to take gold than the emerald because it can stack more. And I'm like, we still want to have gold, right? We still want to have gold because we're still removing quirks if we get them and sending people to therapy. It's just like not like it used to be where that was the be-all end-all, right? Will I run out of torches?
Another mariner, another misfortune.
Like, I hope not. But at the same time, we've got a long ways to go. We've got a really long ways to go back. Like, this is a really long dungeon for just medium. Did I bring... I think I brought 14 torches, did I not? That does help. Just camp at the end of your backtrack. We could do that too. Yeah, I could walk in the dark. I don't want a shambler, though. I've never seen a shambler just pop out of nowhere, though. Which is good, because I don't like shamblers popping out of nowhere. Lunge for 12. Aw, man. Missed my attack. That's what, and we don't, because we don't have the highest accuracy in the world.
Their formation is
A
broken.
bloater's gone.
Maintain the offensive.
Stress wave on Manelli, that's okay. Basically guarantees that's gonna die because we can stab it next turn. This thing has 50% stun resist, putting its base at 100. We'll just top ourselves off.
Mortality.
Okay,
clarified in a single
26?
strike.
Jeez.
Obliterated.
Wow, is 73 the hardest hit we've ever seen so far? I think it might be. 73 is quite diabolical. What? I think so. Yeah, I think that is insane. I really like Grave Robber, guys. I only have one with Manelli. I like her a lot. She was with us to fight the bird, so she has Corvid's Grace. I didn't really talk about quite diabolical. What? I don't know why I said that. It was though, wasn't it? It was crazy. But I think Grave Robber is pretty good too. The only thing that's kind of weird is flashing daggers, because it like gives debuff for resistance to bleeding, but she can't bleed. But she has one that's debuff for blight and the same attack blights. So if like this could also bleed, that could be kind of good. I could transform into beast mode here. We've taken a little bit more stress. I don't know if I'll get the stun here exactly. We'll try. Yeah, it was not super likely to happen. I did buff ourselves up. so that we could potentially just keep ourselves like super tanky, because I knew that guy was gonna try to slash us with his sword, right? That's why I used the withstand, because I knew he was just gonna be like, I'm gonna hit you with my sword. It's like, no, buddy, no, you're not.
Foolish horrors.
Blow their heads smooth.
Brought low
Whoa,
and driven into
guys,
the
look
mud.
at this: red, blue, green. All the gems. All the gems are sitting right here waiting for us to take, but this isn't even a gold run. It is pretty. It's like Christmas. But what do I do? I don't want to throw anything out. We're not really in it for the money, but this is a lot of money. I guess throw out the 500 and hope that I get more ruby stacks? Right? I could even throw out gold and hope for more sapphires. The stack of gold's worth more, but not if we get stacks. I don't know. Tough choice. I have 4 food, but that's like 1 hunger check that's just gone. And then we still got quite a bit of this dungeon to explore. I could light 1 torch and toss
As
one.
the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made
At
clear.
least we can take 1 of these, right? I think that's probably good. We leave the emeralds. Because I do want to bring back the crests and the deeds. I do. If we can. Ooh, another scout. Another scout. Ooh, big scout. Big scout. Curio. Curio. Okay, so there's no reason to go down here except to check the curios. Which we're gonna do because coral. Alright, Manelli for the trap. Disarmed. Stress down to 9. We're just gonna peek out into this hallway. There's no reason to go to the end to hit that obstacle. See, this is like one of those things where scouting is just like super convenient. Right? Because now we knew to at least go check down this hall because there was a curio, but not to go all the way down. Yeah, we are gonna take a little stress here. Not much. That's crazy. So in this whole section on this right side of the map, there was only 1 quest. There was only 1 quest item. Isn't that crazy? Let torch run low. Okay, yeah. Well, that's gonna do more stress damage to my characters, but I guess it's okay if we're gonna camp, right? If we're gonna camp, then we can remove some stress. Or if we get another hallway battle repopulation. Wow. An insatiable ghoul, too. This is a pretty gross setup. 2 jellyfishes that can stun and a ghoul? That doesn't sound very fair.
Impressive.
Nice, nice, Manelli. Her dodge is working really well. 63 dodge. Stun on the ghoul, turn 1. Resisted. I tried to stun it, but it resisted the stun.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Really unlucky there. A second stun resistance.
Destroyed.
$27 crit. Nice, 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 nice. It's not gonna die unless we...
A dizzying blow to body and
11
brain.
crit. That was the salty gouge. That was different than the shocker. Mean. Okay, we go for the stun. Oh my gosh. It resisted 2 stuns and I missed an attack. Okay, I'm gonna have to absolution on him. That's getting to be hard to manage. Grave Robber does have disease removal, you're right. I totally forgot about that. It's like a box that you, like, sniff or something, right? Nothing box, yeah. 4 damage, 5, 6. So if we get a stun, it's dead. Yeah, but... if we get damage, it's dead. We just have to hit. Nice resist. Let's Absolution here. What's this thing? Speed 9? We kinda can't let it attack, can we?
Decimated.
At least get some of our stress removed, since a lot of us have, like, self-stress removal. It's not perfect, but it helps.
Sedated.
Take what
As
we can,
victories
have
mount,
to leave the rest.
So too will resistance.
Let's drop the deeds and take the 12 grunt stack. Turn order, should I have Manelli in the back? What position can I use the poison darts in? Okay, I can, like, use them in anything. I think I'm gonna have her move to the back so we could potentially lunge 2 spaces ahead, so she'd be ahead of Dudley, and that's okay, because he can still use everything. And then when I'm not in the very, very, very front, because sometimes after I lunge, it's not ideal to Shadow Fade immediately. Sometimes I want to do something else, but if I'm in the very front, I can't use these skills, and I don't have Pick to the Face. Oh, you think I should have taken them over the gens? I maybe could have. Next hunger check. We have 8 food. We currently have 8 food, so that's 2 more hunger checks without camping. Maybe we don't camp. Maybe we don't camp. If we do, it would maybe be in this room for, like, scouting chance and for buffs. But we'd have to, like, not eat food. We'd have to do, like, the eat 2 or something. Yeah, we can ditch, I guess, the Sapphire to take another 12 stack. I haven't run into any corals at all. I'm saving the medicinal herbs for corals. I guess I could, yeah, I guess I could drop the rubies. Kinda hurts to do that. I think it's more like a mental thing, because we struggled with gold for so long, right? Like, our biggest hurdle, our biggest obstacle through the playthrough wasn't character deaths. It was, really, I think it's been, like, missing knowledge, like, knowledge gaps, critical hits, money. And, like, our like, worst things, right? You don't have great traits. I'd be nice to get rid of one of these, right? Unholy Hater is nice. Covenanture is helpful. That's really nice. The Resilient, that could be worth locking in, so maybe I don't touch that. Wield? I usually don't bring you to the... Oh, I am gonna bring you to the Wield, actually. I am gonna bring you to the Wield. Because most likely, I haven't really said this, like, on stream, but I've thought about it, right? I think for the Weald, we actually bring Dudley. It actually could be Gaze Dudley, because we got so much value out of Rake the last time we did the cannon thing. By the way, I've never seen the cannon go off. If it did, it never hit me, or it didn't hit me hard enough for me to care. But I don't think the cannon's ever gone off since we've played. So we've always been able to stop it. And that is a ways away, to be fair. That's a ways away. And everything else kind of sucks. Yeah, you don't have great stuff. Why don't we have you do it? You got Night Owl. Cute. Also, not a great trait. Torch, go a little bit down until we get back to our starting room. Yeah, it's kind of strange. The cove is almost never this linear and almost never this like long. I brought 20 food? Did I bring 20 food on this quest? And it's almost not enough. Because I haven't camped yet. And we've had just hunger checks. I haven't eaten any food naturally. And we've used almost all of it. And I brought 20, which is like kind of crazy. Like I haven't even done anything wrong. Fish carcasses will save us? If we find one. Alright, we're coming up on a battle room, so I'll light the torch when we're closer. Down to 3 torches as well. And I brought, what, 14? I think I brought 14 torches. I brought 20 food and 14 torches, and it's almost not enough, which is crazy. That's bonkers. Okay. This is an interesting setup. Let's think about this for a second. Let's cancel that action and think about this. Okay, so the bloated thrall is obviously the biggest threat because when it explodes, it's insane. So it definitely needs to die, but this enemy right here is also very dangerous because of its damage. And then we've got a stress unit. We're mostly okay on stress for a little bit, but we can't let that linger. So getting these two out is the most important, and then just stunning this one after he's guarded, which he's not guarding right now. So what I'm going to do is poison darts this one. 27, they're both 27 HP. So whichever one I'm gonna stab next turn will be the one I don't blight, and I think I want to go for the bloater. So I'm gonna start that one. It resisted both, even with only 50%, and it resisted the debuff too, with only 50%. That was really unlucky. We also got missed both attacks. Jeez. Horrible turn one. Just gotta do some damage to that guy because we only have like 1 or 2 turns before it explodes. At least this guy's up front so we can start hacking him away. This is rough setup though. Like I could tell once it started this was tough. Can't hit position 5. So all I can do is the poison darts on it. Did blight 4, it's not enough for a kill. I can't hit the back line. Dudley has nothing to hit back line
and
with.
power.
Feel the wrath of the hopeless. Oh my gosh, that actually helped us. That put Bloater in position 3 so we could get a stun. That actually helped us. Oh my gosh. Without that, we would have been, like, royally screwed. Because the thing would have blown up this turn. Holy crap. Saved. As long as I tap it, it dies. Health is kind of becoming an issue. As long as I tap it, it dies, though. Because it won't die right now to Blight. It's got 4 damage for 3 rounds, but it has 5 HP, so we need a hit. Right? Now we can finally lunge or throw dagger. Oh no, it's guarded. It's guarded. It's guarded. It's guarded. So we'll throw dagger at this one, and then we can blight. Whoa, that was great. And now we can blight positions 2 and 3 with Beast Bile. So that'll stack up, and then we just gotta get healing going. Are these dead next round? 4? No. We don't have nearly that much blade. Is the guard almost over? Okay, the guard is over. With the guard over, Manelli can kill this one. So we could go for a stun on this guy or just more blight. I could, let's stun this one in the front. No, because Gaze will probably kill him, right? He might not kill, it's 22 HP. Play safe and go for a stun. As 110 resistance base, we had a decent chance for that still happening.
Masterfully
39 critical
executed.
good. Okay, now we can kind of heal up. Heal up, and we can stress relieve a bit on this guy. He'll probably die to Blight, but that actually kind of hit hard, honestly. Not like the hardest hit, but hard enough. But we can stress heal for a little bit while we fight this guy, at least, right? Infantry are 2 stress units. Are the ones with self-heals? I know, right? Yeah, it's pretty
is
great.
A rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
And this guy can't outdamage us. Now, he will die just due to the blight. Which, normally I'm good. I'm like it when enemies die, but... if we tarry, surely more will come. No, you're lying. No more enemies will come to us. They don't even care. $12. Oh, more enemies did come. Alright.
A devastating blow.
Honestly, I thought he would die to Blight. I wasn't even thinking.
Such a terrible assault cannot be
Yikes.
left unanswered.
Free sushi? I'm in. Sign me up. Sign me. Spicy sushi? I know. Yeah, you better, miss. You better run. Know your place, you ugly fish. Okay, we can hit this guy in the back. Because Manelli can't lunge forward next turn. We could get a stun on him, though. Let's go with this. Our stress is okay, right? We're at 25. It'd be nice to do one more turn of that. 14. 14 plus it takes 5. It's still gonna live. JK, get out of here. Look at that. Look at, guys, we're so good at this game. We're gonna absolution. Watch my stress go away. Literally 0 stress. Okay, not really. 4.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
We do another group heal. 7 per. Manelli's almost full. Now, if we can get a round where we go first... Oh, that's annoying. 3 for 3. Perfect. And if we can... I guess we just go for the kill here, right? Zap.
Death by inches.
Well, we threw out our rubies, so that don't stack. We got 2 food. How about that? We didn't get a scout ping here. I don't assume we would need 2 shovels going forward, right? We'll use 1 here. There's no way. Let's camp with 2 food? Why? I don't think we have scouting things, do we? Oh, she does. She does. Oh, okay. Okay, so we definitely want to have that on. We have the disease removable, but none of us have diseases. Speed up. Hello, sir? Yo, afternoon. We are running through this little dungeon. We're doing okay on stress. But yeah, this would be good for inventory and for extra scout chance, just to guarantee it, right? And there's probably only a few more battles up ahead. I think I should do it in this room, actually. Oh, no. We'll do it here. I'm indecisive. What can I say?
Gathered close
Okay, camp for
in
2 food.
tenuous firelight.
That leaves us with
Uneasy
1 more hunger
companionship.
check. Okay, so first off, Sanctuary, so we do not get ambushed during the night. Always good. Let us be veiled in holy light. Alright, and then we're going to Scouting Chance, because why not, right? Scouting's always nice. We shall wander in the night. Don't wait up. Alright, and then maybe we just go for damage and stuff? Them night moves? I know, she got some moves, eh? I wanna speed myself up. I wanna go first more often. I can like stun and stuff. I can feel it. And then maybe for accuracy, and it gets rid of your stress. Disease removal? Wait, who has a disease? Oh, he's got the worries. Yes, snuff box. Cured the worries. A little sniff makes the day just that much better. Okay. Now we're good. E-gaming night? Yeah, I know we've had a lot of good runs over the last few days. We haven't had anyone die. We had to run from a battle, what was it, last Friday?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid
Since
for
when
in
is
blood.
Snuffbox usable on other people? I mean, from my perspective, always. Wait, was that an in-joke or not? Yo, Oscura, evening to you too. Glad you can make stream again. You are on a roll. I think you have like a streak going or whatever. We are headed through this dungeon, and I am running really low on resources. Maybe the lowest I've like ever run on resources ever. It's quite crazy. We got our scouting. We got our scouting. We got our no secret room. Rip. Rip secret rooms. I think it must have been a patch that buffed it probably years ago. It's always been the same for Plague Doctor. Oh yeah, Plague Doctor has a skill that's almost the same. He's got one for himself and one for allies. I think leeches for allies and injections for himself, if I remember correctly. Stun there. Will get the double stun? Didn't get the double stun, but that's okay.
Annihilated.
Oh my gosh. Almost crit for 40 damage. I was not expecting it to go that hard. Holy crap. It's been too long. I thought the Plague Doc was the only one who could heal others. Oh yeah, well, I mean, they should have a few characters that can disease removal, right? They don't need to have, like, all of them, but at least a few could be nice. If I do Beast Bile this one, which means I do want to use the lunge on it. Now, that does mean this guy's going to get a free hit. Yeah, I know. I knew it was going to be bad, too. I'm going to withstand for a second, get Manelli healed up, and then roll to next round.
Sedated.
And hopefully this guy attacks Gaze if he goes before. Which he might not. Might not even get a turn because we might stun him. Perfect. Can't use that there. 10 critical. Wow. I think I'm done with you. Boom. Dies to Blight.
Seize this momentum.
It might have had a comeback there. It might have been like... But it didn't. It just died. Alright, we don't need the shovel anymore because there are no more things for shovels. Stack, no 6 is max. We still have a curio, quest location, quest location. Yeah, I'm beating everything easily as expected. I know, I'm so good, right? Which is, that's a change of pace because normally I'm self-deprecating, but I feel happy today. I am, like, actually just, like, you know, on it. This game rocks. It really does. It really does. There's nothing else I've seen like it. We can toss bandages if we want. Yeah, we really haven't needed them. Just watch us get into a fight with a giant crab. If we get into a fight with a giant crab, Blue, I'll blame you, okay? That's like the only thing that really does enough bleed to like really shiver me timbers, you know? Did I say that? Why did I say that? We're not gonna touch that because that can bleed us, and I just threw out the bandages. Okay, a tough setup. A tough setup. Nothing we can't handle though. I listened to some Simon and Garfunkel song today and almost cried. Why did it make you cry? Do I light this one? I could stack... No, I can hit him with Gaze. We shift. They remind me of my childhood. So it's like one of those nostalgia things. Sometimes like songs that remind you of like a happy time are actually kind of sad because you know your life's... Oh my gosh, and now I'm getting all bled. Because you realize that your life sucks and it's over. I need to get rid of this the stress guy, probably. The dungeon's almost over, so if we can get through the next few combat encounters, we'll be in good shape. I can go for a stun. I think we go for a stun on the stress unit. He has high stun resistance.
The way is lit.
Yeah,
The path
it
is
wasn't like
clear.
too high. It wasn't gonna
You
happen
require
now.
only the strength to follow it.
I have songs like that too. Mostly from like 2017, 18, 19, kind of. And like, it's not like things were like totally. Is this the right call? Yeah, I can't hit the back line, so we just stack blade on this dude. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on the guy that sings, and so our one turn where we have 100% damage is gonna be kind of wasted. I could at least do as much damage to this guy as possible. This is basically a kill, though. Yeah, we get rid of one. We get rid of one unit at a time.
Well
We're in good
struck.
shape. Perfect, perfect. I can get a stun on this guy and stop him from buffing the other guys, because this guy buffs. That's why I hate the casters. Yeah, the puke move is disgustingly effective. Grave Robber chill. I know she... The reason I didn't freak out... By the way, the reason I didn't freak out there is because she did that once earlier on in the quest. Also, did this thing just put terror on us? How come, guys, how come when I scroll over this guy in his description down here in the description box, it doesn't say that he can put terror on us? It doesn't even say that. It doesn't even say that down at the bottom. It just says he does stress. I feel like that's kind of, like false advertising. Okay, there's the barrier. I knew that was gonna happen eventually, but... Okay, that guy's dead. Yeah, that's fine. Stun that guy out of that. Okay, Blight Darts. 4. Alright, hopefully this kills. Okay, not quite. Stress plus, yeah. Yeah, we can't stun that guy really well. Just gotta get our HP up. We really gotta start losing stress here. But with this guy having 14 HP, he's not gonna die yet. So we do have to get a hit. Do it. I will not be bound again. Alright, and then zap. Zap. Laudanum is so lackluster too, so niche. And so many horror enemies do AoE. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so, and like you said, it does AoE, so it's like bringing one laudanum, it's like, okay, you can get rid of horror on one target. But, like, it's literally just that one, right?
The wounds of war can be healed.
So it feels, and they're kind of
Never
pricey
hidden.
too. They're not like too pricey, but they're like 100 a piece, 100 gold a piece. So 400 gold if you want one for each one of your party members in case everyone gets afflicted. And it's like, that's a little unnecessary, don't you think? Hey, we got the stun. Okay, our terror's almost over. Guys, I don't think there's a way, like, look at the map right now. There's no way to finish this without getting more stress, right? Or, sorry, without sending our characters to therapy by the end. Like, how many turns would I have to go? How many turns would I have to go to get rid of all this stress? And more enemies are showing up next round. We're gonna have to just go to therapy. We just have to accept it. Because, like, if 2 more enemies show up, what if they're, like, stressors? What if it's, like, that more enemies can be easily dealt with? I'm just nervous about them being stress units. But maybe they won't be. Let's crit fish for healing. Ironic, we're fishing against fish enemies, I know. By the way, the heart is low-key been pretty good. Like, his HP difference matters, and the bleed resist has been pretty good. He's resisted a lot of bleed, let's be real. It's been pretty great. Like, I was like, yeah, it could be good here. But... the blight and the debuff. Oh my gosh. I feel sorry for that poor little fish. Let's get a stun on this one. Yes, not gonna die.
A brilliant confluence.
You shall suffer as I have. Oh yeah, that fish is suffering. Do you guys like grilled fish? I bleed? Well, yeah, you're bleeding. So yeah, you are bleeding. Next week, the fishermen will come in hazmat suits. I bet they feel like they need them after this run, honestly. 4, 9. Maybe we get a crit. Maybe not.
Compassion.
Yeah, I can see them being so paranoid for us. Could you imagine, like, going up against the player? Isn't there some game where you play as, like, Dracula and you're, like, making a castle, trying to, like, keep people out of your castle, and you, like, play as the boss? Like, setting up trap rooms and stuff like that? It looks pretty cool. There's some game like that. Yeah, the heroes are coming again. Lock all... Well, these guys aren't too smart, but yeah, in general, like, yeah, full security on deck. Oh my gosh, could you imagine walking in on these guys? Like, what? How horrible would that be? Still crit fishing.
Sedated.
Dungeon Keeper in all the games inspired, I think. It's a thing. V Rising? No, I have played V Rising. That's extremely fun, but not what I was thinking. V Rising is a great game if anyone needs to be, if anyone cares, for my opinion on it. I've played it with a couple of my friends, like 4 of them, I think, on and off. But yeah, great game. Playing alone, I think for some people won't be as fun, for sure. Okay, we're doing okay on stress. Yeah, we're doing okay on stress. I only have 16. I guess we just go for the kill. Probably take a few. East File double blading. Probably go for the poison darts and stack it. Nice dodge, Manelli. Nice dodge, Manelli. Oh, we like to see it. Ow. That's fine. I can just heal through it. I don't even care that you hit me with your ugly sword. That's a tad annoying. That wasn't the one I was gonna hit, though, so I guess it's not that big of a deal, right? So this kills the fish in the front. I guess either way, we have to kill him, right? 9 damage, it has 11, it could get one more hit off. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. This guy gets one more attack. Yeah. Yeah, that guy gets one more attack. I was thinking maybe we can do a group heal and overcome it, but not unless we crit.
A momentary abatement.
Oh, we got a crit. Okay. That actually did really help. Yeah, easy stall, lots of benefits to the player. Yeah, the Pelagic Guardian is honestly
Triumphant
like
pride precipitates a dizzying
I
fall.
wreck that guy. I make his life miserable. All right, we've got one more torch and one more fight, so that kind of works out. Surprise round, so they might get double hits because they're pretty fast. Hell yeah, 10 critical.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
I should have gone for the stun on this guy instead of the double blade, since it's a surprise round. It's not super likely I kill without a crit. So I'm gonna bulwark up. And then we'll stun this one in the back, because he'll probably use spearfishing, the other one will use the
Is
sword.
struck. A blazing
I know Pelagic is
star
related
born.
to sea, but why does it sound kinky on my mind? Wait, what? Pelagic? Is it? I thought it was Pelagic, but now I'm actually reading the word instead of just like looking at it and saying what first comes to mind.
Grievous injury.
I have no idea how to answer that.
Fear.
Blame the ancestor. Yeah, can we blame the ancestor? I was reading chat, I wasn't even looking what they did, but my team, like, they hurt me. They really made me want to suffer. 9 damage, that guy's dead. 5 damage. He will be dead as long as we blade. And it gets triggered. Yep, okay, so that one's gone. The stealth wears off next round. So we shadow fade here, right? We shadow fade, and then this guy next turn. First of all, he's gonna stop being stealth now. So then next turn, as long as we get blight on him first, then we can use the stab for a ton of damage. And Dudley, we sped him up at camp. So he's almost always going first more often, which is what we wanted. And the bodies won't be here anymore, because when an enemy dies to blight, the bodies disappear.
Executed with impunity.
Right, so we get the blight, and all we need is just the blight to happen. We don't need the damage to kill. That's getting so annoying, stress waving me out. Alright, let's de-stress a bit. We're just gonna have to go to therapy, guys. Like, I think this is kind of hurting him too, the 10% extra stress. I don't think I can really stall this one out. Obviously we can't leave that guy alive. That's just not possible.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Because this guy hits a little too hard. We can go for the stun on him, though, and stall a few turns. But just a few turns. Good night, little fish. Yeah, he got that. See, that's like grilled fish.
The blood.
You know what's
quickens.
you know what's really messed up, guys? Like, if
A
you know, we
momentary
eat fish in
abatement.
real life. Could you imagine fish people? Like, what would they think of that? They're like, wait, you eat fish? Guys, we're just gonna have to go to therapy. I'm not gonna recover 42 stress in this dungeon. Do you want me to sit here all day, stress relieving? Let's just get it over with. We're not gonna sit here and wait for me to clear 42 stress. Let's just send him to therapy.
This expedition at least promises success.
You don't need therapy? I don't know, 36 down, 30, I'm just gonna put him in. Uh-oh. Oh, well, maybe we can actually get away with it this time because there's another Pelagic champion. So there's a chance. Alright, poison darts. It kind of depends if this guy shifts order. He didn't. We got to go first. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ow.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Reminds me of the joke when a salmon fish learns that a color is named after it. Why is it that color? Oh, we have one more torch. That's it. No more torches. We can still light it up by doing this. This guy dead next round? Yes. That one's dead. 5 damage. So we'll have Leper attack him. Stun that one. We could go for AoE heal, or I could zap the back line. I think we go for AoE heal. Not asking the real question. Fish people? What if the front half of the human part and the back half is fish? What would that even look like? You can't mentally unsee it though? Wait, fish and half is human? And the back half is fish, like a mermaid kind of thing? Like, if it was just like a trout, oh my gosh, that's gross, but I don't know. Alright, let's bulwark up or de-stress here. We don't have any more bandages. If this guy bleeds me, it's bad. Only self-heal on Leper. Well, let's at least use Withstand first. And then we can go on to him self-healing, because he's going to take Rend of the Old Gods at the start of the next turn, probably. Because this guy only uses, like, Rend of the Old Gods, or Rend for the Old Gods, or whatever it's called, and it'll try to make him bleed, so giving ourselves bleed resistance and extra protection and stuff is good. Just stun the front. Darn it, missed it. It's got such high resistance to it. Alright, we kill the stress unit in the back. Okay, good thing that missed. Good grief, that could have been bad. Still bled me, even with the resistance of 30% bleed resist. It's quite annoying. Let's go for a stun on this guy so he doesn't guard somebody. I can do a little itty-bitty zap on the back, but he seems to move himself up front anyways. This one still does damage. And we're not going to kill him because he's going to run his course of Blight. I guess we do damage to him now, and then we could always Blight him next turn, right? Because he's not that high. As long as we Blight him once more, he'll be dead in a turn or two. Oh, you're right. The back unit was dead already. Oh, you're right. You're right. We can't lunge to position 4, but we want Blight on before I lunge anyways. So, that kind of works out in a way. Would you guys be stressed if a dude wearing a pirate clothes sitting on a barrel started playing the violin. I guess it depends upon the song, you know? Doesn't it depend upon the song? Because, like, it could be kind of cool. It could be like a fun pirate ditty, you know? But then on the other hand, it could just be, like, terrifying.
Exposed to a killing blow.
63 stress.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Crit for stress damage. Kinda just playing the odds now, aren't we? I could try to stun him again. Stunning doesn't really work super well against that guy, though. I've tried to stun him twice now and it doesn't work. Maybe Manelli gets like another huge lunge, like 73. 18. So it'll be dead next turn, but it is gonna... Oh, we had a team dodge. That's huge. That's massive.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh my gosh, we're bleeding. Guys, we're bleeding. We're able to sustain through, like, raw damage pretty well. It's mostly just the stress. It's taking so long to burn off. Look at this. And Manelli can't even burn off her own stress. So she's just taking more, I guess, time goes on. This guy is dead. Kill this one. Okay, that one's dead. We get the AoE heal since we're all kind of taking some hits now.
Fevered pitch of battle.
Yeah, alright, let's just kill this guy. We just have to go to therapy. Let's just accept it. There's nothing we can do. Like we just need to, yeah, to end it. Resisted. 6 damage for 4 rounds.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Like, sometimes stalling works, but, like, it's also not very fun either, you know? Like, how long have I been on this dungeon? How long have I been streaming for today? I've been streaming for 1 hour and 44 minutes, and I haven't done a single quest. This is my first quest. What? Is that even possible? We were gonna fight a boss. Remember? Remember boss fight?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Alright, let's see if there's anything left I haven't done. No, we're good. Affliction, quest done, seems like a success. I'd say so, yeah. I could have technically stalled that out. But I would have been here for like another 20 minutes. Now no one licked the walls on the way out? Ew. I bet they all do, just for fun. Now that you said that, everybody's gonna get a disease. Let's find out. Nocturnal? Okay. Wait, that's the bad one, right? Yep. Calm? Oh, yikes. I need to get rid of that. And Scouting Chants and Runes replaced Beast Slayer. That sucks.
The frothing water.
Gentle Tide is in effect.
The advantage is ours.
Here we are. The superstitious mariners rejoice. Earlier today, news that an unspeakable eldritch evils no longer threaten their cargo. Alright, so first things first, those bad traits we gotta get rid of. Say goodbye to Nocturnal. Say goodbye to Calm. Meditate. Yeah, we saw exactly. We saw no fish carcasses or coral the whole run. It's happened a few times actually where we've went to the Warrens, and I like didn't find food carts very often, or hardly any. Did I dare enter the darkest dungeon yet? No, we're gonna do all the bosses before the darkest dungeon. The only darkest thing we've done is the wolves, and it was rough. And now we wait 1 hour while Wild Aminal makes plans for the next expedition. You know, strangely enough, Oscara, we actually have a plan of attack for this already in play. If you can believe it, we did the strategizing beforehand. I didn't know I could do that either. Sounds weird, right? Maybe the 3 quest item curios deleted some carcasses or corals? I don't know. It sounds wild. It does. It sounds just like me. We are pre-planners here, except in the times that we aren't. All right, we're bringing. Okay, so we have a plan though. Are these the last 2 left? These 2 and then these 2. So we just have the Cove and the Weald left to go. The Hag is the one I'm most nervous for because the Hag seems the most RNG out of all of them. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing for that. But for this, we are going... I need to figure out team order, but we're doing Durville, Valence, Duval, and Vernon. Where's Vernon? Basim? Oh, yeah. Just didn't grab him. So I think this is the team order, which it might get messed around a little bit, because I think when she possesses you, do you go to the back? I think you end up in the back when you're possessed. So the idea here, though, is we don't have any direct damage. So what's the master plan? Bring our weakest heroes versus the Siren. No matter who she charms, they suck. We've gone further than that. That's not a bad idea, actually. Okay, that would be bad, though, if you had anyone that was strong. But that's kind of the idea, right? So we're bringing Vernon mostly for Beast Bile. There is a chance he transforms, which could hit decently hard with, like, Rage. That could happen, for sure. Like, that would probably be the worst case. But other than that, he's not too bad if he, like, gets one, like, stun off, or Beast Bile, or Absolution, or something like that. So, he's kind of bad to get possessed, but, Valence is not that bad at all, because all she can do is stun and blight and stuff. And we're gonna bring Battlefield Medicine. So, even if, let's say, Vernon gets possessed and Beast Biles, or Valence gets possessed and uses Noxious Blast or Plague Grenade, once she's not possessed anymore and goes back to our team, we can just Battlefield Medicine, clear the blight. So we're not hitting, and neither of these do a ton of direct damage. I could even potentially transform on purpose at the start just to get rid of one of the transforms, potentially. Man-at-Arms is gonna guard the Siren. That's kind of okay, though, right? Because if he guards the Siren, even just for 1 turn, right, then that 1 turn will just use, like, Absolution, Plague Grenade, maybe the ad, if there's an ad, buff somebody, right? We've got options if he's guarding her for 1 turn. We're fine. So, obviously, Man-at-Arms wants to be very bulwark. We're not going to be in position 4. Sometimes we might be. I think when you're not possessed, you go to the back. Speaking of, if you're not in the back, we need Rampart to move forward. So I might have to take Rampart just to get him to move forward a little bit easier. She's pretty stun immune, though. She's pretty stun immune. It at least does a little bit of damage, I guess. This dungeon will be tough and long. You need more stress resist? Do we? Do you guys think we need more stress resist? Is it true? Man-at-Arms shield. Where's the other thing that gave us, toughness? Oh, it was the ring. It was the ring. Or the tough ring. So the tough ring gives 10% protection, max HP, less damage, but more stress. And then we're gonna bring the boots. That puts us at 40% protection without having used yet Defender. Right? For Vernon, we want... We could go with the protective padlock and make him pretty bulky too. That puts his prot to 25. I just realized we didn't pull our items off for other guys that are in therapy. I almost always do that at the start. Because we probably want this thing. We might also want this, maybe not. Someone maybe should take the map, right? Sort. Because we want the lock to give us extra stun and blight chance at least. I think we bring these two. I know it's two different padlocks, but having 25 extra protection because we have hard skinned gives us quite a bit of durability. Plus, then we have the stun and blight chance. I think that's really good. I think the two of these are going to be pretty awesome. For Valence, we can bring maybe like the Blasphemous Vial and then a Book of Sanity to cancel it out. And we also have the Book of Sanity because let's say we do get pretty stressed during this run. We can always take this off, right? Not ideal. Not ideal, but we can always take this off and just run the book for a while. But we could also give the book to Vernon if he starts getting really stressed. Or potentially to Duval, because I think we bring the map and the scroll. I still do miss my classic setup of taking the stun amulet and putting that in place of the Ancestors map and having a more stun resist on Vestal. But at the same time, the scouting is so incredibly helpful. Like, it's so incredibly helpful to get scouts, especially if the boss is in one of two rooms that are equidistant from your starting point and you don't know which it's in. Camping skills. Good on camping skills. Have that unlocked so we could take that if we need it. We also have camp pep talk. Maybe we should unlock encourage for a few guys. None of us have encourage. None of my guys can encourage each other right now, and that sounds like a problem, doesn't it? Now everybody's going to have the ability to encourage when we rest, because they're all helpful. They're all helpful and kind. I use bolster. And I don't need that upgraded. Sounds discouraging. I was actually thinking about this. Maybe you scout the first round and go back. And you... Wait, maybe you scout out the first round and go back. Do you know what you're... What? What? You know what I was actually thinking, though? This goes back to the early comment of this: is the strat bring the weakest characters? I thought about this. The best would actually be if you had an abomination that didn't have skills upgraded for beast form. Like, imagine if Slam, Rage, Rake were all level 1 skills. That way, when you get possessed by the Siren, they would hit really bad, and their accuracy would be trash. And then you'd just be able to Beast Bile and stun and stuff. That would be ideal, right? Alright, I think we're set up. This is the team I wanted to go in with. I think we've got the skills we want. Oh, we don't need emboldening vapors. We switched that out with the double stun in the back. I'm going to shift these around. And then battlefield medicine. Right. What if he AoE blights your team? You mean Vernon? I mean, that's bad. We'll bring some anti-venoms, though, too. We'll bring some anti-venoms. But it'll be nice that Valence can just cure one person, right? It also heals for 3. So, Vernon's Beast Bile does 5 for 3 rounds, right? So we'd heal one person up and remove the blight. And they at least get healed for 3. And then with Duval healing, I think it'll be alright. But we'll bring some anti-venoms just in case, of course. Right, shovels. I think 3 is good. Could even go down to 2. Sometimes we find a clam, though, and I like to use them on the clams if I can. Battlefield medicine, just in case. I think we're good on quirks. Yeah, I don't even hate these. See, like, I can see getting rid of that if I knew the stuff in the darkest dungeon would, like, cause the light to go out. I actually don't mind these other 2. So... I think 3 should be enough. We'll bring 3 keys, 5 holy water, 1 for each of us, plus 1 extra if we find, like, a fountain. And then maybe in case we run into stress units, we could bring the laudanum. In case that, like, pirate comes up again. Yeah, like, what if we run into that pirate again? Maybe 2. Let's bring 2. I think this should be enough. Alright, let's do it.
Under the blood moon, I lured my wide-eyed prey to the pier's edge. Before she could properly appreciate her position, I clamped on a manacle, chaining her to the leering idol. A small push was sufficient to send both into the icy waters. And when at length the tide receded, jewels of the most magnificent grandeur lay scattered upon the shore.
Okay. Okay, that didn't really give too much.
I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it has to be in this corner. Where do we camp? In here or in here? What do the heroes do if they have to pee in the middle of the Warrens? Why wouldn't they just pee on the wall or something? Why would the Warrens be any different than any other dungeon? Yeah, they whip it out and just go. It doesn't need to be too complicated. Or crouch, squat, whatever.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Alright, we already have a first combat encounter and we're like in the first hallway. That's great. Isn't that just dandy? Who wants to get some blight? Stacking is the best. So you have 5 there. Bones break and flesh tears. dear distant relative, I have done a bunch of really horrendous and effed up shit. Please come and clean up my mess. Thanks, bye. Okay, thanks, bye. I know. Honestly, unironically, it's kind of how the Ancestor acts. He's like a complete, like, jerk. Ooh, I get to go first! Let's guard our allies. I shall guard thee, Vernon, from these guys that try to make us bleed. Oh yeah, that guy stresses us out too. Yeah, learning about our ancestor, wouldn't you just feel like...
The ground.
What are you doing? How are you related to this guy? Like, maybe you don't want to know. Stress wave on Valence. He's dead next turn. So kind of sucks we got some extra stress for like no reason. But let's self-heal here. I'm the only one who's taking damage. That guy won't die until next turn if I don't put more blight on him then. I mean, he won't die next turn. Now he probably will. So that gives us like one more turn to just kind of like heal up. Man, that thing's bleed chance must be really high.
The wounds of war can be healed.
The doctor should
But
be in
never
position
hidden.
4, not 3. Unless you have bleeding stab. Because you are pulled into position. If you're position 2, you can't do anything at all. I don't think this will matter.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
It cleared the bleed. And now we just see if we can get a crit.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Does anything pull us? I see what you mean, though. But, like, if our Vestal's pulled into position 2, all we can do is the AoE heal, right? Yeah. I guess that's still kind of better. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, at least we can still heal, right? And then we just have people shuffle around her. It's 95 degrees outside right now. Nice. Nice, we got a scout. I haven't been taking the map off enough. We have kind of a full inventory. Like, I should be taking the map off before we go into
Packs
combat
laden
encounters,
with loot
unless it's a room
are
we haven't
often low
scouted.
on supplies.
I do want those. We have 2 extra bandages. Let's ditch those and take them. Nope. Nope. No intrusive thoughts. No intrusive thoughts, chat. You didn't even see that. In fact, you were looking at your phone. You didn't see anything. You're looking at your second monitor. I don't have a second monitor. I think I said that. It's what makes things like kind of tricky for me. It's like a streamer. Like right now, if I had something if I had an open inventory space, I'd just take off the map. Oh shoot, our light went down to 72. Got a surprise round, it's okay. Alright, so, Plague Grenade. Shoot. We can't do that. Because this guy will explode and we don't have a ton of, like, direct damage. I don't normally do this with Vernon, but we kind of have to.
Eradicated.
Yeah, I don't normally do that with Vernon, but it was just too risky not to.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Dodge and minus 20 stress. Let's do that. Get our buffs up. Ugly snail. I could also rake and hit both of them, right? 75% protection, though. Still, though. Let's do that. We can do that like 2 or 3 turns. It'll add up. It is stun resistance this turn. So we won't be able to stun it very well. Wow. Hey, our dodge from Bolster actually helped us. Probably. Can I say that was because of Bolster? Am I allowed to do that? It'd be good to guard and then command. Retribution isn't going to lead to much damage. So let's guard and then we'll command next turn. Wow, another dodge. Shoot, it dodged. Yeah, Retribution would have been good because of AoE.
Returns even the boldest gaze.
Right, Laudanum in.
Well struck.
Critical for 3 plus the Blight. Your stress is doing a little better, but you can't de-stress. She can't de-stress, so I think that's a good choice. Also, I was gonna use Rend last turn, or sorry, Rake instead of Rage, and hit both, and I forgot. Okay, now we've buffed up. Now I should be able to hit pretty hard as long as I can actually land my attack. This is buffed by... We have more speed. Rake is still a little bit stronger. 10 accuracy, 8 crit, 25% chance, 25% damage while guarding, 25% crit chance. So this isn't probably going to kill without a crit. It's only 8 to 14 damage with this thing's protection of 40. But it should do quite a bit of damage, and it's still bleeding for 14. So assuming we could hit for high teens, we could get a kill this round. Well, okay. Good, not quite good enough, unfortunately. Okay, Valance dodging that was massive, though. Because this will die next turn. I heard there's a DLC coming out for Darkest Dungeon 1. You are correct, Shady. I only know about that because like I don't have like I'm not really into social media a whole lot. I probably should get in a little bit more. But Red Slaps put it in our Discord. Is called The Fire's Edge. And apparently the 2 new characters, the Runaway and the Duelist, were in Darkest Dungeon 2. I haven't played 2 yet, of course. So it'll be brand new for me.
The wounds of
and I
war
can't
can
wait.
be healed.
Like, it's so, like, the characters
never
in this
hidden.
game are so well done.
A singular strike.
I hope there's some extra doggy biscuits in there, otherwise I'm not buying it. What do you mean extra? What do you mean by that?
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Yeah, that does suck to have more stress, but we can at least de-stress ourselves a little bit. Minus 10.
Slowly.
Okay.
Gently.
Okay, manageable. We're still in
This is
manageable
how
range.
life is taken.
What do I want? The crests? Spring crests. They stack up really well. We have 2 sapphire. This is fine. It's fine. We can't stack up any more torches yet. We still need the medicine. We do have 2 extra food we could ditch, but we still got quite a ways. I know 2 food doesn't do much, but I want to have as much food as possible so the boss fight we're at 100% HP. How far in the game am I? I am currently not opening this chest because it hurts you. Unless we use a shovel. We're not doing that yet. We are doing the last 4 champion bosses. We still have both in the Cove. It's just the way it worked out. I didn't really plan to do it this way, but we kept on getting bonuses for, like, other zones. So this is the Siren quest. This is kill 1 beguiling Siren. So this is our boss run. And then we have the Sodden crew, or whatever the crew's extra name is. And then the 2 in the Weald. And then all we have left is the darkest dungeons. There's 3 or 4, I was told. About 92% of the way through. Yeah, I'd say about in the 90s. It maybe even further. It's taken quite a while to get here. I think this has been a really good playthrough, though, right? Like, I don't know how other people's first playthroughs are. I make mistakes. I do. I'll own up on it. I make stupid mistakes, like, all the time. But in general, I think I've done pretty well. Nice. Valance gets to go before these 2. The double stun in the back. Ooh. I honestly feel a little bit sorry for them. So I can bolster. It's just minus 20% stress. That's why I really like starting with bolster. I feel like it just helps the team.
Inspiration.
And it works for the whole battle. That's what's so ridiculous about it. What a great skill. Playing super well in my humble opinion. It makes me so happy to read that. Thank you. Yeah. I think we've done pretty well. Also, I've had a lot of help from you guys, from my wild pack. Like, it's been really, really, really nice to have so many people that know so much about the game. And I've had a few tiny things spoiled. There's some things that I don't really care too much about. Like, honestly, if people told me what the Curios did with the stuff in the background, like, I don't actually mind that. Valance is kind of doing hard, like, not great on stress, like 30, 32. She's having a hard time. Unfortunately, this guy, we don't have great things to hit him in the front unless I go beast mode. Like, stunning kind of works, but it's so resistant. It'll move to the back after this, though, and at least if it's in the back, we can play grenade it again. Let's Retribution. Missed. It's kind of weird, the pirate that's on the seat has dodge of 32. Do we just Beast Bile some more? Because I can't hit this guy right now. I could stun, but he already has a natural stun resistance of 110, and it already failed. Like, I feel like I just can't I can't stun that guy. It just doesn't seem to work. Ooh! Valance gets to go first. Or, I mean, technically second, but he gets to go before this guy. That is a lot of damage on that group. Okay, so he's almost fully healed that guy, but you're almost dead. Okay, the good thing that missed. Okay, so this guy just dead next turn. We could AoE heal, but let's go for the stun on this guy so he doesn't do any damage. Actually 14. If we hit with Judgment and then just stun him with Valance next turn, then he'll basically just die to his own blight. Or be really close to it, right? Oh, he's already taken this turn to jump back.
Cannot be left unanswered.
Okay, so not quite, but... just gonna be us up front getting hit, but...
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Nice. Yeah, this kills. If the blight hits, it kills. Yeah, nice. One less stress unit gone.
continue the onslaught. Destroy them
Now we can
all.
repeal. Now it's a good time. 3 of us are missing some HP. He's like, I'll defend my ally, and this guy's like, okay, but I'm gonna die in a second.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose. Their formation is broken.
Glad I got
Maintain the
encourage on
offensive.
everybody. Isn't it so great I got encourage on everybody? Like, what a great choice.
A powerful blow.
Look how they wither and die.
A momentary abatement.
Right, back up to full HP on everyone. Not really necessary, but might as well get down to 0 stress. Maybe crit fish for stress relief. Nope. Crit fish. We got it. Outmaneuvered.
Press this advantage.
It's funny, he
Give them
crit
no
for
quarter.
1 and he's like, you've been outmaneuvered, scum. Just like that. I mean, technically, is he wrong though? Like, we trashed those fools. Alright, we got a clam here. Should I open the clam with a shovel? We have 4 shovels now, why not? Let's dump the 2 food and take the rubies. I know, when your guys start trash talking the enemies after they crit for 1, it's really funny. It's real, and same with when they get hit for 1, and it's like a critical hit. They like get hit for like 1 or 2 critical, and they're like, "I can't go on. It's just not worth it." And you're like, "Dude, you
Glittering
lost
gold,
like a
trinkets and
70th of
baubles,
your HP. You're fine.
paid for in
You are
blood.
totally good." Scouting? We didn't get a secret room scout, but I didn't go over here, and we didn't get a scout at the beginning. One of the secret rooms over there. If the secret room's over there, Blue, we're not getting the secret room. I hope you're okay with that. I hope you've made your peace with
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to
I
the
have.
brave and the foolhardy alike.
70, 95, 95? Oh, you've got the map. Duval with the map is that an iconic duo? Her carrying around a map that stresses her out, but like helps the team like succeed. I'm not gonna wear the map in here. I can't take it off. I don't have anything I would dump for it. Minor bruising, full on panic attack. This is the way. Kind of though, right? Yeah, I made my peace as soon as you walk the wrong direction out of the starting room. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to get to the boss at like as full of HP as possible, but we might find it anyways. Who knows? We might find it anyways. Beast Bile on the stress unit. Wait, what? Oh, it missed. Okay, double stun in the back. Extra stun. Resisted. Well, you can't win them all, right? Already guarding, huh? You know, that doesn't really matter that much because they're still positions 2-3. They're still positions 2-3. So when I use an AoE on both of them, they'll still both get hit. Nice. Nice, nice. It'll take another round before they go down. Did these guys do any extra damage to Marked? Who am I guarding here? Duval? Valance's got less HP. Let's guard Valance. Much damage this guy taking 6 for 3 rounds. We could Judgment. I can either AoE heal. Yeah, I should AoE heal. There's 3 of us missing HP. We don't want to get behind. We don't want to get behind.
Pitch of battle.
What benefits are you getting out of the second skill at Man-at-Arms?
A decisive pummeling.
Oh, it was on Duval, of course. Of course. Staggered force. Oh my gosh, of course it would have gone to her when I guarded Valance. Of course, what are the odds? Oh, well, yeah, actually you're right. Other than the accuracy, it's accuracy and crit. But that's actually good right now. We actually will use it right now because the extra crit's good. Really, if you can get your crit really high, you can manage stress pretty decently. We need to move back 1. That's why we needed to move back 1. A lot of their units hit. This one dies at the end of the round. This one dies at the end of the round. This one dies at the end of the round. We just need to heal and keep ourselves alive for a round, basically. And then we just have this one front guy, and he can only hit positions 1 and 2. Nice. That'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. That did it. All right, so
Success so clearly.
I told you it would do it, and you guys weren't sure.
Or is it merely a trick of
We have
the
82 light. I kind of want to take a few more crests, so we could burn burn our 2 torches here. We still have 8. That's quite a few. Oh, no, actually, were you saying that this was only for 1 unit? Sorry, the command? The command skill? Command works for the whole team. That's what's weird about it. It doesn't say it, but it's for the whole team. Isn't it weird? I know, it doesn't even make any sense. You're telling me, I'm telling you. We're both on the same page, man. Yeah, 8 torches will be enough. Let's ditch the 2. We'll start collecting another stack of crest. But it's only 1 unit at a time? Ooh. 5% crit with melee. No way you're getting 5 more hunger checks. Yeah, no, we aren't. Well, I want to make sure we're buffed for the boss. I want to make sure we're, like, ready to go for the boss fight, though. Like, 100%. Alright. We can... couple different options. We'll definitely want to get one of these guys stunned. I could potentially go for a double stun this first round. I can Beast Bile these 2, though. and then Valence Plagues Grenades these two. And so this guy's getting double blighted. So he would die in like 2 turns, but I think I instead... No, I'm gonna Beast Bile, and then we're gonna use the double stun for the back line. We're gonna use, what is this? Blinding Gas. That's what we'll do. Let's see how this works, actually, because now I'm kind of confused. I thought Command gave, like, a group AoE buff. But maybe it's just the way it's displayed that's confusing me, because everybody gets the buff, even though only one person actually gets it. But I don't understand why that would be the case. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Jeez. He's being guarded.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
You can only possibly guard 1 unit at a time. Sometimes you're guarding 0 units at a time. And none of your units care about damage and critting on a dot. Just lengthens the time of it, which is basically irrelevant. Most instances, yeah, I guess we don't care too much on it. Yeah, because like 3 rounds is enough to get a kill if we're stacking it, huh? But I just want to see how this works, because I'm kind of confused, because, okay, so right now the only person we're guarding is Vernon, right? Because you can only guard 1 at a time, so he's got the guarded stat. It's guarded by Durville for 2 rounds. But in the past when I've used this, I think it gives the buff to everyone, right? So is this just displaying that they have to be guarded? Like, they themselves? Because that's kind of deceptive. Why wouldn't it just give this buff to the one person who's currently being actively guarded? So this is saying if I shift my guard to this person, they get the buff? That's really weird. That's a weird way to display that. Like, I guess that's just how it is, but it's just a weird way of displaying it, right? Where's our waifu, the Siren? Oh, we're going to fight her. And unfortunately for us, we are probably, stun resistance, we are probably gonna get Durville stressed out. He's probably gonna hit 100 stress if we're not careful. We have a camp still. Bolster might help just so we don't get so much crit stress. First 2 buffs are relevant whether you're guarded. Wording is confusing. The wording is confusing on that. 3 for 2 rounds. This guy's dead, right? Yeah. Let's go for a stun. Got it. To bring him full HP and get rid of his bleed. Didn't bring him full HP, I lied. Alright, chip damage gone. Retribution. I whack you. Retribution. Not a great chance for stun, but just doing some damage. Light. Yeah, a little more damage, I suppose. So it doesn't matter which one of the 2 of us he attacks, I'm gonna get riposte on him. Watch how big this riposte damage is gonna be. Hope everyone saw that. Were you all paying attention? Did you see how crazy that was? It'd be nice to get some crits with Durville here, right, using this attack. Just even critting for 1 could help. 53 stress is kind of a lot. No lie. Nice! A! Crit on him!
Compassion
I thought I
is
could
a
do it again.
rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Alright.
These nightmarish
Let's take another
creatures
shovel
can be
key, why
felled.
not?
They can be beaten.
Scouting. Secret room! Secret room. Secret. Guys, there's a secret door and a secret room right here. Right there. Do you see it? Okay, so we go into this room. We know that there's nothing here. We know that there's nothing here, so this would be a good place to camp. We already have the secret room discovered. No, I might maybe I have to camp here. I have 49 stress. I have 49 stress. The only negative would be if there's an enemy encounter here. But we only have 2 more enemy encounters here with the treasure battle. And then, okay, so why don't we just go to the secret room now to camp? Because it's like right next to this other room. We really don't need that, but like, I don't really care that much about burning off these traits with coral. We're not even in like a bad way. Like some of these are actually like good negative traits, which I know that's oxymoronic. But like they don't even impact anything, and I'd rather have them than anything else. But we have enough food. We definitely have enough food. Whatever. Can you ever have too much food in a boss run? Gold. Shovels. Do we take the gold instead of the medicinal herbs now? Do we drop them? Yeah, I guess so. I can see why the fish died. It ate a shovel. Whoops, I went a little bit too far. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to go in there. What? I literally backed up so that we were on the tile for the secret room. Game cheated. The game cheated. I didn't want to go in here. I backed up. You even saw me go backwards. Oh my gosh, game, why would you do that to me? I didn't even do anything wrong. I was just trying to be nice. Learn to finger? I thought I was going backwards far enough. I stun thee.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Now we definitely got a bolster turn 1. Get our minus 20% stress relief for the battle. That's annoying. Yeah, because that one's guarding. We gotta hit the back. We can't leave this stress thing alive, and I get hits on both of them. Good stuns, very good stuns from this team. Resisted. Nice! Crit for 5 retribution. That'll help with your stress, won't it? That one's dead for sure. Not quite. You know what? That's okay. That's okay to hit Vernon, because we can kind of manage our own stress a little bit. Retribution. Who am I hitting? 12. 6 for 2. Yeah, but we'll do this one in the front because we'll keep blading the middle two. Right? We're just gonna keep blading the middle two. That's fine. You can guard that guy all you want. It won't matter. He's still... Ouch! Ow, that could have really hurt me. That could have been really painful, you know, under the right circumstances. Yes, that one's dead. Let's clear your bleed and get you some HP. De-stress a bit. Yeah, what other move would we put on? Would we put on Derville instead of Command? Oh, Rampart in case we get moved, right? I was gonna do that in case we get moved. Nice. Be gone, foul thing. Yeah, that's pretty crazy stress. So I'm glad we made it out of this without too much issue, though. Hell yeah. Everyone gets crits, and we all feel better for it. Sig has so much protection, we're literally just beating on this thing, like, endlessly. Poor fish. Poor ugly dying fish. I was literally just crit fishing there at the end. I'll be real. Hey, cool. Right at the end, we got another one. Take whatever gold we
Remind
can
yourself
have.
that
Took
overconfidence
some extra
is a
food.
slow and insidious killer.
Are you kidding? You're telling me this now, Mr. Ancestor? Yeah, Critical Scout is amazing. Critical Scout is life. Alright, well, we're in this room. Let's pop the campfire. Now take all the gold.
In tenuous firelight.
Have a feast and get minus 10 stress on everyone. Still at 48 on Derville, which is bad, obviously. So we have... I don't have Pep Talk on anyone. I forgot to change out my skills before then. Well, fine then. Alright, first we're gonna use Sanctuary. I forgot to change out my skills before we went in. You could give yourself 20 stress and everyone else receives minus 10, though. That's really good. Alright, so let's see what else we can do for you. If religious, minus 15, if not only minus 5. It's still protection, though. We're not really worried about protection in this fight, though. Protection's not really what it's all about. We brought Man-at-Arms because he can do good stuns, right? We're gonna bring on Rampart. He has good stuns. I don't remember if the Siren can be stunned. I think it's, like, middling. I think it's hard to stun, but it's possible. But that was on the veteran difficulty. But we've got Rampart for the stun. We've got Bolster for extra de-stress and dodge right at the beginning. And guarding allies. But it's not really about... yeah. It's not really about, like, just having lots of protection and guarding for the damage. It's for, like, the possession and stuff. If he gets possessed, like, it's not that big of a deal. Speeding up is pretty good. I do like that. minus 20 stress for battles, only 10% less stress if they're not religious, but that would stack with his bolster buff, I'm sure. So that would be quite a bit less stress, so maybe we do that. And then we could pep talk him. Yeah, and then we pep talk, right? I don't have any diseases. A little late to check now anyways, but yeah, we just pep talk. You'll be okay, Dervil. Just try your best. I can feel my heart. It pumps strong. Well, that's good. Alright, now we can open... Now, we'll come back here. We're going to come back for the secret chest anyway, so we might as well do that when the lights are on, right? Okay. Okay, take another torch. Double bloaters. Pretty rare setup. Let's save our stun for next round. In case we need it. Okay, that one will die. That was the perfect amount of damage for Duval to do. Because it left it in kill range. Why did that do stress? Oh, I guess that's just how it works. Nice. Nice. It's always nice when the man-at-arm dodges. 5 damage. We go for the stun here. Got it. If I do the heal on Vernon, and then we do AoE heal, I think he'll be pretty close to full HP. Yeah, just a little bit off, too off. Then we just crit fish with this.
This expedition at least promises success.
I should probably take the crests, right? Oh, we've got 2 food. We're both missing a teensy-weensy HP. Then we can get more. Then we can get more crests. Okay. All right, last scouting ping. We need it really because we have the secret room. Let's find out. Okay, that's fine. We're headed to the boss room. There could be an enemy encounter in this 3-tiled hallway,
A fortune
which isn't like
waiting to be spent.
the craziest thing in the world, but it'd be annoying, right? Nice dodge. Okay, we're gonna get our light up.
The
Let's
light,
light it up to 100%.
the promise of safety.
Holy water. And skills. We'll take off command. I might rearrange some of these. So we've got the guard. We've got retribution, stun, and then we'll probably use this at the start. Plus 10 dodge for everybody and minus 20 stress. That's just amazing to start off with. You're good. It would be really nice to take the map off for you, so you don't have the extra stress, but not really realistic. Then, will you need the blinding gas, or should we go with the disorienting blast instead? I think we go with disorienting blast, right? I think so, because mostly the Siren's probably going to be in the front. Plague Grenade in case there's enemies and she ends up in the back or something. But this allows us to stun every position. And this is only the back, and there's not going to be a lot of back here. We can toss food, unless we only have one stack remaining. We have 12. I mean, that's fine for now, right? Yeah, if we have to toss something, though, it would be shovels, though, right? Because we've already been through all of this, and there's been no obstacles, right? So, like, the shovels should be the first thing that we get rid of. When the time comes. Is there anything I'm forgetting? I mean, we can toss a shovel now if you guys want to do it. Yeah, the shovels aren't doing us any good. I think we're good to go. Alright, guys, lock in. Oh, to unequip the map. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. That does help. Alright, now lock in.
The aquatic devils have
Beguiling
remade the
Siren.
poor girl in their image. She is their queen and their slave.
Yeah, it has 100 stun resistance. So a lot, but not like unrealistic, right? Oh, I forgot it takes double rounds. Oh my gosh, this thing takes double rounds. This thing's gonna have a bad time with Blight. Okay, it's moving before us. I resisted! I resisted the Song of Desire! I resisted it! Be stunned. Or not. Wow, he resisted too. Can we get a stun here? Resisted? Gosh, if you keep trying to possess us, I'm just gonna have to vomit all over you. Like, you can't just do that. You can't just sing and try to possess my characters. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I stun him? Can I stun him? Is that a thing? Resisted. Vernon, now you resist the stun? How come... Oh, man. How come whenever we're playing together, you always just get stunned then? He really doesn't. He's fine. Dazzling... I could try to stun him again, but we're just doing damage to him. Could stun this guy up front. We don't have a lot of upfront damage. That kind of puts a damper in things, but she is taking a lot of damage. I just don't want it to do anything. I guess Dudley's the most, like, we don't even know what the turn is gonna be. Devour? I don't remember that skill. The waters are my home now. Okay, this is what we are kind of afraid of. This is like the worst case scenario, I suppose. Yeah, that was worst case scenario. But as long as he comes back on our side, in a second, we can just de-transform him. That was like worst case scenario, though. He's going beast mode. She resisted the Blight. Let's Retribution here, maybe? We should bolster while we can. So, we get our character back at the end of this round, right? Yes. Hit him again.
Compassion
Pretty
is a
annoying.
rarity in
Pretty
the
annoying, not
fevered
gonna lie.
pitch of battle.
Okay, got the Blight back on her. Okay, we'll use bandage when it comes to your turn. We probably want to defend here. Probably want to guard. Just in case they do the same maneuver they did last time with Vernon, and they decide to make him all blighted and, or sorry, to go beast mode. Oh, nice resist the stun.
Unnerved.
This is getting rough. 9 for 2. He cannot retransform. He can't. Why not? Resisted. It keeps resisting without Vernon putting the debuff on. Because of the skill use limits, I think it gets 2 though, doesn't it? This would be nice to knock this enemy back. It doesn't have the greatest move resistance, but it shouldn't be this turn. It should be next turn. So we'll get Retribution up. And now we get our character back. Oh, we only get 1. Oh. Okay, I thought it wait a second. Wait, what? Oh, 2 equals transform once and detransform once. Oh, I did not understand that. I get it now. Okay. I see. His stress is not great, but we kind of need to get him a little bit further up so we can start using skills to, like, help us kill these enemies, right? Nice, nice crit. Resisted, nice. Party heal once more. Okay, was that the stress attack? Yeah, pressure crash, that's the stress. Okay, so if we hit her back, sorry, if we knock this thing back and or stun it, Devil's Due. This is better for us because in positions 1 or 2 we can use the Noxious Blast, and that does more blight, right? Nice. You're no demon, for the greatest monster lies inside. By the way, this is sort of why, like, I almost feel like it's not true that there's, like, RNG targeting. Like, it might be true, but, like, what are the odds of this, like, happening? I feel like the odds are just absolutely bonkers at this point, right? Like, yeah, maybe it's true, but, like, it's gotta be some, like, crazy odds at this stage, right? Like, almost impossible odds? What was that, like, 4 or 5 targets to him just in a row to possess him?
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay, the bleed sucks. Yeah, she in love with my abomination for real, though. For the tides, I'm gonna vomit all over you. Oh, no, you're not. Okay. Thanks. Hey, thank you. So kind and generous. So kind and generous. Guys, we're getting pressure cooked. The guy, she keeps using pressure cook on us. You're fine. I don't really want to get, like, the stun knockback on her. I guess we just Retribution, and we get Riposte up at least, right? Her Desire skill has a preference for the hero with lowest debuff resist. Is your 80, 110, 90, 90. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we're not just playing like losing odds. There is a targeting thing for what's going on here. Okay, that makes sense. Let's just do Absolution then, because she's just gonna target him again, probably. Might as well just like bring ourselves down on stress, right? If there's no way that we can close to death on her. Very close.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Kathonk! Resisted the stun. I remember her being a little bit more stunnable. I guess I was wrong. I knew the resistance was possible to break, but it's a little bit more than I originally anticipated, I'll be honest.
Hideous matriarch.
Bye. Bye.
Queen of the aquatic
Bye-bye.
depths.
GG's.
She has no
GG's.
place in the sane world.
That's how it's done, guys. That's how it's done. We did so great. Are we winners or what? We could bring an eye patch home. Oh, that's for Man-at-Arms. We just sell this. Literally just sell the Bleed Charm. I don't need it. We could probably get rid of the Anti-Venoms and sell this too. Alright, let's go back. Oh, hey! Thank you, Corin. You're now following me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think we have a great time on stream. All the bleed is getting really annoying. Almost over, yeah. Well, I mean, we're almost done with the quest, right? So. Should we look at what these curios are first? Because, like, at worst, there's, like, a hallway battle here that spawns, right? No, we haven't been in this hall. It could come on the way back. But that'd be, like, the worst. We have 5 torches left. We have, like, food if we want to take a snack break. Because, like, we might as well at least see what these are. Maybe we can get some loot out of them, right? We need the keys to unlock the chest. I guess I could get rid of the bandages, right? So we hit that when we come back. We don't have a shovel. We might put bleed on ourselves, but maybe it's okay. We're curious about curios. Oh, there's a curio there, too. How much torch do we got? 4? No, let's just go this way. It's fine. It's nothing important. We're just gonna open this chest calmly. There's still booty inside.
If only treasure
Oh, yeah.
could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
We're about to ditch our torches to hit these 3 secrets, right? Wait, we didn't open the chest in this room, right? I don't think so. Okay, so let's make sure our torch is at max. We'll turn off torches, take the gold. And then once we get to this room, we'll snuff the lights.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the
What are we gonna get, guys?
tenebrous corners of this
It
place.
could be anything. It could be 32 busts.
A handsome reward.
We got some stuff, I guess. I can't get rid of the food. We already tried that once. Oh, holy water. Perfect. Alright, secret room. Slot key slot in. Ooh, the 50 gold's like okay, but the puzzling trapezohedron's big. Big money. Ditching that. We've got so many crests. Let's get rid of the bleed charm. Let's just delete it. Pull this in. Because I wanna keep a lot of crests with us. Like, look at this. That's a lot. Alright. Last one. Wait, you want me to toss the food and leave here? Well, I still have 2 keys. Let's at least see what's in this other room. Let's at least see what's there. Aren't you curious if we'll get more treasure? Now we can eat though, for sure. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Excellent. Do I want 750 emerald or 750 gold? Nice. That was excellent. Wait, I'm not curious. Will not find anything better than a full stack of S and uncommon trinkets. Oh. Wait, we lost 4 crests and about 1,000 gold? Oh, well... I guess maybe I did my loot too fast. I feel like this is a lot to go home with though, right? 4 stacks of 12 plus another 8. Got some deeds. I don't know, I feel like this is an awful lot. But yeah, maybe I didn't look at the inventory. Well, I didn't know what was going to be in that other chest, you know? It's hard to know. Because if it would have been like 2 rubies or something, or a ruby and a sapphire, would have been crazy. Oh my gosh. Brum, 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 brum. Just over and over again. We got another one of the heroes rings. I don't really care about them all that much, but we did get one. Alright, let's see who got a disease today. Durville got tapeworm, and Durville became diurnal. Okay. Vernon got... Ooh. Ow, deadly. Ooh. Ooh, is that good enough to lock in? I think so. 2% crit rate. Extra time on blight. And then also just like if we go beast mode, great, that's phenomenal. Hove Tactician for Valence. Replaced Unholy Slayer. Aww. Aww. Guys, I wanted Unholy Slayer. Damage in Cove is basically the same though, because I was gonna take him in for Sodden Crew potentially. And you got the Og. Less damage, less speed. Okay, so we got 2 people that need to get a disease. That need disease.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Yeah, well, that should probably go. I have a feeling there's going to be some darkest dungeon that has a boss that turns off the lights. And it's really gonna mess with me. Dang. Okay, let's see what we can upgrade in the tavern now, because we have so many crests. And we need to exchange for portraits. Nice. Okay, and then crests into portraits. I'll get us that
All manner
upgrade.
of diversion and dalliance
Probably just
await
need to do a
those
ton
who
of
cross
these.
the threshold with coin in hand.
I probably just need to do a ton of these. Because we at least need 20 more, right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's like all the crests, though. Yikes. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time here.
With
We're
enough
so
ale,
loaded.
maybe they can be inured against the horrors
Watch
below.
and learn, dear ancestor. I mean, to be fair, we just spent like everything almost. But we almost got this upgraded. We just need a buttload more crests and portraits, because we also have this to upgrade. And really, like, these are nice, right? These are nice, but it's just like, I'd like to have everything upgraded just to say I did. Right? Just to say that I upgraded everything. That I think that'd be cool. And there's probably an achievement for it, even if there isn't. I kind of feel accomplished unlocking everything, so I can say I did. You know, I didn't even open the menus. Oh, I forget there's this thing on the side that you can quickly shuffle through. I always forget this is here. But yeah, that was crazy. We did great. There is one. It makes sense. I mean, I didn't know if there was, but like it makes sense for there to be. All right, so the Sodden Crew gives Crew's Bell move resistance and extra healing received. DLC runs give you more uses for heirlooms, so on DLC runs you're not likely to get the achievement. Oh, that's why you guys were saying I should do it now in this run. Oh. Is there a mission to debuff the area? Sunshine in the Thicket. Guys, Sunshine in the Thicket, kill Hag. Right? Sunshine in the Thicket, kill Hag. We have to. It's right here waiting for us. Okay, so who did we plan? We're not killing the Hag now. We're gonna do Sunshine in the Thicket, kill Hag, right? So last time I wanted to use double. I wanted to do like double Abomination. I think that idea is even worse now that I understand how their transformation works. I thought you got 2 transformations into your beast mode per combat. I thought detransforming didn't count. So I think that's actually a bad idea. So I think she's more blight than bleed resist, right? I'm setting the team up now, but we're not doing that. But I'm not sure. So we could bring Derville. I can't lock him in right now just because, you know, he's in therapy. But we could do Derville because he could guard for one person. I did bring this up last time. Depending upon who the Hag puts into the pot, like if she just picks on one person all the time, it's bad. He doesn't have enough upfront damage to really be a threat. But we'd pump more damage in him than we did this time, so we wouldn't bring that ring that debuffs his damage. We wouldn't bring, where is it? Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. The tough ring. We wouldn't bring this one. So we could get riposte damage proper. Speaking of riposte damage proper, I think Ravenhead is a disease. More. All right, so where is Dismas? Okay, so Dismas also has repose, so we could do that, and we could actually put him as like a dancing repose, potentially with like Durville / one of our like Reynauld or something. Like, we could Reynauld Dismas dancing team, potentially. And both can hit the front line really hard to hit the pot and get somebody out. Like, okay, even if Dismas used... No, he wants to dance into the front, so he would probably be better with Durville. Because if he dances with Duelist Advance and moves forward, then he can pistol shot the pot and do, like, loads of damage to it, right? But then also we have Riposte to hit the boss, like, consistently. Right? And then Durville can guard for our allies. And try to get, like, one person to not get caught. And I think it's more important to have, like, the... Probably not the DPS to actually be caught. It's probably more important that we make sure, like, whoever we're bringing to heal doesn't get snagged by the pot. The pot's going to do so much damage to people. I feel like it's in general better to have like burst healing, but it's too risky because if you roll to 0, the character just dies right then and there unless they have self-healing capabilities. So it might actually be better to bring somebody who has bonuses to the wield. So what let's see what healer. Bell has wield scavenger, so it could be Bell. What? We'll do this quest first, obviously, but could be her. Harriet Warrens. And Duval just got done with stuff. I can't imagine she'd also be good here. Yeah, Cove only. Okay, so we bring Bell. So, Durville, Bell, Dismas, and one other that has a lot of, like, I think Courtney. Better for Warrens. You've got Wield Explorer. And Wield Adventurer, less stress in Wield. We bring Talk Live and make him into more of... He can also guard. I didn't think about that. So, wait. Wait, getting silly for a second. Wait, so if you brought Durville, right, you could guarantee Durville goes into the pot, right? Because, not guarantee, either him or Talk Live, because Durville could guard one person, Talk Live could guard the other. You are guaranteeing that one of those two goes into the pot and the other two don't. You could choose two people and say, you guys are not going in there. That's pretty cool. Now, is it a strategy I want to try to use? I don't know if it's a strategy I want to use. None of these guys have heals for allies. That's the thing. So, like, I can heal myself. Man-at-Arms can heal themselves. But unlike Plague Doc that has, like, a heal to somebody else, Crusader has a heal towards other people with battle heal. So if somebody comes out of the pot, they can just be like, all right, you're back at 1 HP. You're off of Death's Door, right? But Houndmaster doesn't have that. Highwayman doesn't have that. Man-at-Arms doesn't have that. Actually, not a lot of characters that have heals towards other players. It's mostly towards themselves, and we're not even bringing those units along. It makes me think we would be better off bringing our Crusaders. Bogey is good in the Wield. Is that enough damage for the pot, though? You also have hard skinned and tough, and I don't know how the pot works. I didn't go back to my VOD, but I've tried to remember how it works, and it either does percentage damage, or it's like I predicted it would do somewhere around 20 per round. I was guessing. Now, the reason I wasn't sure if it was that high is, like, that would be 2 rounds to kill a base Jester if it was 20 per round, right? 20, 40. You only have 35 HP. So, like, that seems pretty high, right? To be, like, 20 per round. So I was like, okay, maybe that's not right. Maybe it's like 15, right? But how many turns would that be? So 15, 30... 45, 60, so you'd still be up 4 turns later as Bogey with base HP. And that's not including things that, like this and this that buff max HP. So it makes me think that it'd be percentage based instead, right? Like maybe 25% per round. So, you know, 25, 50, 75, 100, so after 4 rounds it guarantees kill you no matter what your HP is. That seems more reasonable, because otherwise couldn't I just make these guys super meaty, and if they got pushed into the pot it takes forever to kill them? Now maybe that's how it works, but the hag specifically chooses individuals that have the lowest HP, like she has specific targeting. But in that case, then the thing to do would be to use Dervil, and to put on HP boosting things on him and guard the lowest HP ally on your team, the one who has the lowest stat. And then he gets put into the pot, and only taking 15 damage per round, he has like a gazillion and a half HP, and we can kill the hag before he even gets out of the pot dead, because he just has so much HP and it's burning it per round. Like, not knowing if it's percentage based, and not knowing if it is, like, instead of flat value, like 15, that's, like, really what causes the biggest issue. My folks are ready to eat. What time is it? It's 5:51? How? We just started. Guys, I mean, I know we did the boss, but I just feel like we just started. And I can't stream later tonight because I have plans with a friend. Oh, I at least want to finish getting this sorted. Okay, so maybe I can go back and rewatch my VOD and figure out how much damage people are taking. If it's literally just HP, honestly speaking, as dumb as it sounds, I think we put on all the HP boosting items in the game on our characters. Right? And we put on the deaths. This is also Death's Door resist, right? So if they get thrown into the pot, it's fine. Not fine, but it's better, right? So we put them into the pot. If they come out and they're almost dead, they get off one or two really big hits because we have extra crit and extra damage at Death's Door and Death's Door resist blow, right? But we also survive super long in the pot, right? For like a long time. And this would be Man-at-Arms instead. We have like Talk Live. We have Dervil, and then here we have somebody who could just do massive damage to the enemy. Maybe like Bonnell, right? Because she's in position 3 or whatever, right? And then we could just literally just spam Iron Swan. Turn 1, we could Adrenaline Rush. Iron Swan, Iron Swan, Iron Swan, Iron Swan, Iron Swan, Iron Swan, like over and over and over again. There's anything that could buff her to like before the boss fight, we would use that too. So like Man-at-Arms has crit, accuracy, speed, all companions 10% damage, and 8% crit chance, right? So we'd give her everything just to make the damage as high as possible. Probably like the accuracy ring, and then the candle, right? So she has decent accuracy. She's hitting like really hard. Honestly, I think it was really good to have the Plague Doc use the buff, but we wouldn't have Plague Doc because that doesn't have stun. And then if Talk Live isn't the one to get taken, let's say it's Dervil. Let's say it's Dervil that gets taken. Right? We still have. I don't have a Man-at-Arms. Let me just put in one of our Lobies so I'm not getting confused, like Shambler's Bane, right? Not really Lobie anymore. You're level 5. Okay, I take that back. Let's say. Oh, let's say Man-at-Arms is here, right? So we could actually wait. We could actually bring Plague Doc. Not Borjigin. We can't bring Borjigin here because. But we could do Plague Doc. So Talk Live. Oh no, because then we can't bring Bonnell. I'm being stupid. Yeah, okay, so it would be Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms here. First turn, we guard Bell. If the Hag targets the lowest HP, if that's how it works, they target lowest HP, so be it. It targets Bell. She's guarded by Duval. Or sorry, by Dervil. Then our major damage dealer, Bonnell, wants to just lay into her and deal as much damage as possible. If it targets her and tries to put her in the pot, no you don't. She's guarded by Talk Live. Talk Live guards Bonnell. Dervil will guard Bell. So one of these two would go into the pot, guaranteed. They both have HP boosting trinkets and would put the Martyr Seal on both of them as their HP trinket in case they come out almost dead. They have decent HP, so if it's percentage based, it takes 4 turns. At least they have the Martyr Seal on and we know it's percentage based. Maybe I have to go back and watch my video. And either way, that's potentially 4 turns where we can just lay into them as hard as possible. And so Bonnell just goes absolutely crazy with Iron Swan. And if Dervil gets pulled in, it would be ideal, because then Talk Live wouldn't have to guard anymore. We could eat a dog treat, and we can Hound's Rush, right? Now, we're not spec'd for damage necessarily, so we're not going to buff him up or do anything crazy, but we could at least get decent damage off of Hound's Rush multiple turns, and that can hit her in position 4, as well as Iron Swan. So we'd go for a double guard, essentially. I think that's the play. So I'm going to write that down as the team. Bonnell would actually have to be first, because you can only use Iron Swan in position 1, right? Yep. Bonnell, Dervil, Talk Live. And Bell. Perfect. Alright, we are set for that. Now, unfortunately for today, it is like almost 6. My folks are ready to eat, so... And like I said, I've got plans later with a friend too, so... Like... I probably shouldn't stay just because I can't delay my plans. But undoubtedly, today was nothing but a GG's. One more boss down, guys. One more boss down. We only have 3 to go, and then the Darkest Dungeons. And so I say tomorrow, but I mean I won't be here Monday. I need to throw that in the Discord. That was kind of last minute, but I won't be here Monday. I'm going to a baptism, and it was kind of last minute, and I don't know why we weren't told of it a little bit sooner. I mean, we don't have too much contact with my one cousin, so maybe that's why. Especially since we've lost some family members, we don't have quite as many family gatherings as often, but it'll be fun. It'll be good to see everybody. So that'll be Tuesday, which will probably be my double feature day, when we do Sunshine in the Thicket. So I'll be on earlier on in the afternoon, and then I'll be off for a while, have a haircut, eat some dinner, and then probably come back. And then Wednesday might be the same thing, another like kind of double stream, which I think it will be fun. And we can maybe get down like the crew or something. I don't have an attack plan for the crew yet, but I think that's a good idea. Alrighty, well, that's it for me today, guys. It has been really fun, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. So until then, have a great evening and an excellent weekend. Hopefully you guys don't bake in the heat. I'm definitely going to, but I'll still have fun with my families. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, evening to you. Alright, that's it for me today, guys. I'll see you Tuesday. I'm wild. And I'll catch you in the next one.